guys, it's your boy Corey.
It's your boy John.
And welcome back to the Artistry Drop, where we feature stories from today's rising artists.
Yes, sir.
If you like being inspired, don't miss out on our weekly episodes, so be sure to hit that subscribe button and bell notification to be notified when we drop new episodes.
Let's go.
Guys, just like last episode, it is officially spooky season, so it's only right we set off October with some spooky stories and paranormal experiences. So for the whole month of October, we will be talking all things spooky, guys, as well as having a guest every episode. And not to mention, we have two guests with us today. Please welcome back to the show our special guest hosts, Rachel Pila and Chell.
Yes, sir.
Let's go. I like that.
Boogie. Yeah.
Bow down to the queen.
I like that. That was good. That was good. Well, welcome back, Chell. You know, it's great having you here. I know last time we had you on that episode, we were talking about some spooky stuff. So it was only right we brought you back, and we're gonna talk more about spooky stuff.
Yeah.
It's
Sounds
that
good.
season. Yeah, it's
I
that
love this season.
Yes.
This is my season.
It is. It's a great season.
We got some skulls
Yes.
for you right here.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we did get some skulls for you.
Thank you,
Yes.
guys.
Yeah.
If you
I feel so
weren't
welcome.
Of
tuned
course.
into her last episode, has an obsession of skulls.
Yes, she does.
So we had to bring some skulls out.
Of course.
We should have brought our big Seahawk skull out just for you, pretty much.
Wow,
Oh,
my
yeah.
mom loves the Seahawks.
Oh, let's go!
Let's go,
Yes,
Mom.
there you go.
We knew we liked her.
Yeah.
Come on,
Let's
Mom.
go. Yes, Mom.
Let's go.
We appreciate that.
Yes.
Yeah, hopefully you enjoyed the last game that we had on Monday Night Football. That was amazing.
Gino.
Gino
Gino.
Smith. Yes, that was a great game. But anyway, guys, to move on, yes, today we're going to be talking about some personal experiences and ghost stories, but we're also going to be reacting to Nuke's Top 5. If you
Let's
guys
go.
don't know who Nuke's Top 5 is, he's a YouTuber and he creates like really good paranormal videos together from real people and stuff like that. Pretty much real people will send in videos to him and he compiles it all into a video. And this is something me and Rachel watch all the time, and it's a vibe. Especially if you love spooky stuff,
Yeah.
because a lot of this, that's why we're gonna react to it, because there are some things where you're like, is this real or is this fake?
Yep.
And that's why we need to we're gonna share our reactions
Yes.
to see what we think.
Ooh.
But
Sounds good.
before we
Okay.
do, let's get into the drink of the day.
Yes.
Because this is looking fire.
Oh my
Oh, the
gosh.
drink of the day is an
Yes.
Artistry Drop special.
Oh, he's trying to sound like Mario over here right now.
Artistry Drop
Yes, I am Luigi.
Some pizza. Sorry, I got my
That's
Italian.
too high. That's
yeah,
a high
my
pitch.
Italian accent is not good.
Yeah, that's
Mario on
yeah.
steroids.
Something.
That does not sound good.
So yeah, this is an Artistry Drop special. This is called, I named it myself. It's called the Oogie Boogie Cemetery.
Oh,
So-
spooky.
So it's kind of hard to see with the
Spooky.
lighting, but it's really dark green or dark lime green almost. And so basically it's very simple. I put in some vodka, some pineapple juice, some pineapple nectar as well, and then some blue curacao. And honestly, that's it. I topped it off with some gummies,
Yum.
body part gummies, and some a little ghost for the peeps, so I could have it float. And we
Yep.
put it all in this big
This
bucket.
thing is huge.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
bucket style.
This
Big
is
one.
good. Yeah, this
And then
is
we got a
good.
little Halloween straw with the
I love
bats.
it.
Yeah.
So just putting like a whole Halloween vibe to a drink.
Yes.
Added a little spooky season. So I'm excited to try it.
I am too. Have you
Yeah,
tried it yet?
thank you.
Or-
I did try it because I had to test how everyone tastes first.
course.
But yeah. But other than that, yeah.
All right.
I
Well,
did.
let's. I don't know how we're doing it. Do a cheers to
know
this.
how
but-
to do a
I mean, like
cheers
this
with
trick or treat, guys.
Sugar? Oh, damn, this shit is fat. Oh,
Trick or treat.
this is heavy.
This is
Oh,
heavy. All
God.
right, here we go.
Yeah, don't drink it too fast. It's gonna creep up on you.
Okay.
Ooh, that's pretty. It kind of reminds me of Blue Hawaiian a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of.
Mine
I mean-
tastes like pineapple juice.
Yeah,
I do
it,
Yeah.
taste the pineapple.
yeah,
Yeah.
That's what it reminds me of is Blue Hawaiian. Have you ever tried Blue Hawaiian?
I have not.
Okay, it's one of my
Yeah,
favorite.
it's basically the
favorite
blue
cocktails,
Hawaiian
but-
without the sweet and sour. Sweet and sour.
Okay.
Blue Hawaiian. has
Okay,
sweet
yeah,
and
that's
sour.
why it tastes a lot like it. But yeah, that you got to try
Is
it.
that like a drink you get at the bar?
Yeah, you can get it at the bar,
Yeah.
but there are different places where they make it a little bit different.
Oh.
Yeah, right.
Best one I've ever tried is still back home. and I've tried tons of
Yeah.
Blue Hawaiians.
And Blue Hawaiian
Yeah.
is normally made with rum too, and this is made with vodka, so
Yeah.
it's a little different.
But it hides it though.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
I can't even taste vodka is in there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well,
So it's
it's gonna
pretty.
creep.
I mean, we'll
Yeah,
see.
ours-
We'll
ours is
see.
strong.
Yeah, we'll see.
Mario and Luigi
Damn,
are
today.
gonna be done.
Yeah, we are. I mean, especially once we go to Horror Nights tonight.
Yeah, we're going
Oh,
Horror Nights
man,
tonight,
yes.
guys.
I hope I
Horror
make it there.
Yeah.
Make it there in your cow suit.
Yeah, I know. That'd be
Yeah.
funny. That would be
That
funny.
would be.
No, that would be funny.
Would they let me go in there with this? I don't
No,
think so.
Probably not.
They don't allow
Yeah,
costumes.
I know.
Yeah.
Only
Yeah.
Oogie Boogie bags.
Only Oogie Boogie.
Yeah.
That'd be funny.
That would be so
Are you going
funny,
this year,
though.
actually?
I want to.
Yeah.
Aw.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be so
I
fun
love
with
it.
it.
I don't know. Did they sell out though?
Yeah, they did sell
they
out.
sell
I
out.
wanted to.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
they
you
were
went
so
last
big.
year,
I
didn't
did
you?
go last year.
Okay, yeah,
Me and my
they're so
family
fun.
dressed up as the Sanderson sisters.
Oh, that's
Oh,
right. Yes, yes.
okay.
That's a good one.
Yeah,
That
was
is a good
really
one.
good.
Me and
yeah.
my sister and my mom and I. She's kind of like a sister.
Yeah.
She is a
No,
sister,
she
basically.
is. Yeah, she is. No, that's dope. Yeah. So we're going this year, and it'll be my first time. I've never been, so I'm
Oh.
excited. I'm really excited to see what is, how it's gonna be compared.
Oh, man.
I mean,
Yeah.
of course, she told me like the differences between
Yeah.
Horror
You
Nights
can't
and
compare like both.
No.
They're very different.
They're
Yeah.
so different.
So it's like
Yeah.
one place is scary, the other
Yeah.
place is just fun.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
It's
So
very friendly.
I'm
That's
excited to
where I
see.
need to be at the fun.
No, you need to be at the scary. Yes.
They just want me to be at the scary so they can laugh at me.
Yeah, no, you know why? Last year when we went to Horror Nights, this guy was literally like holding on to Rachel's backpack the whole
Yeah.
time.
I was like, if you rip my lounge light back, you're gonna buy me a new one.
Yeah, he
Don't
was
expose me.
Yeah, he was terrified.
I was
like,
the toughest one in there.
no, you weren't.
No,
Yes.
yeah, you
I was-
definitely.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
front row. You know, everybody was doubting me, and I showed up.
Sure.
Yeah.
No, that's all lies right there. It was funny though.
But
It was
round
that-
two this year, I think I'm a little bit
You're a
more
bit more,
confident.
yeah.
No, and honestly,
You know.
like this year's mazes aren't. I mean, to me in general, I don't get scared of these mazes. Literally, I walk in, they hop out and do what they need to, but I'm just like,
Yeah.
yeah, I don't get scared of the mazes.
For
They're-
some reason this year, like since I tried it last year, it's not as spooky to me compared to like my first experience.
Mhm.
Like I don't know if
Oh.
that's like do you feel that way or is it the same?
I feel like the first time I went, it was like super scary, but the times I went
Yeah.
after that, it was like maybe just because I know what to kind of
Yeah,
expect.
exactly.
Even though
So
the
it's
mazes are
like-
new.
Even though they're new, yeah.
But
Yeah.
also, like, a lot of these, I mean, I would say probably the best scare actors I've seen so far are La Llorona. That is the best
That
one.
one's really
The
good,
makeup
yeah.
So
and everything
scary.
they do was actually really good. That would be the only one where I'm like, okay, that shit is creepy. Other than that, everybody else is just in mask, and you're like, you can
Yeah.
see behind it. I'm like, you're just a regular person
I
behind that
see
mask.
behind your facade.
Exactly,
It's a
it's a facade, you know. But they did a really good job with the makeup. Rachel actually worked on the La Llorona costumes for them. Yeah,
Yes.
That's
Yeah.
so cool.
yeah. She built the La Llorona costume, so
Yes,
it was
that's
that.
one of them,
Yeah,
yeah.
it was actually
One of them.
One of
One of
them.
them.
Yes.
Yes, so it was really cool seeing that. But yeah, they killed it on their makeup. It looks so spooky. It looks so real. So I'm excited to see your guys'
Heck yeah.
reactions
I know.
when
It's
when
gonna
we
be so
go.
fun.
Yeah, we should all go through that together. I think tonight.
I think we
yeah.
should all go
Yeah.
to the
Yeah.
La Llorona.
Heck
Yeah.
yeah.
Trying to go.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
then like I mentioned to you guys earlier, it's gonna lead into a scare zone. So there's gonna be like
I
two
don't
or
know Mom's
three.
gonna be okay.
I know. You gotta be okay, mom.
She got
Me and moms are
all
gonna be
the
scared for
diapers.
our lives.
Yeah. No, because once you go to the scare zone, there's literally like 3 La Lloronas in there.
Oh shit.
Three?
Oh,
Yeah.
There's 3 of them, just kind of roaming around and stuff like that. So it's spooky, but yeah, I'm excited to go back into
Yeah.
that maze because it's really gruesome, but they did a really good
They
job.
did a really good job.
A really good
yeah.
job. So hey, I'm excited to go to HHN with everybody. You know, we're
know.
and
Gonna be lit.
we might have to show a replay on Artistry drop just
Hell
for you
yeah.
guys. So, but yeah, guys, let's go ahead and get into it. So, like I mentioned earlier, and kind of like what we did previous episode, we're gonna talk about experiences, like paranormal experiences. So, I do want to know, like. We did when you were on the show. You
Yes.
kind of did have some stories. So can we talk about some of those stories?
Yes. So, probably like the origin of the story. It's kind. So my dad, he's a cheater, and he had an
Oh.
affair with this lady in the Philippines. I feel like this is correlated to it in some way.
Okay.
Maybe not. Maybe I'm just. I don't know. But do you guys believe in like voodoo magic and stuff?
Oh, I
yeah.
do. I 100% do.
Okay.
Oh no.
Yeah.
You don't?
I kinda.
I do.
To an extent.
That thing is
I
real.
do.
My
Personal
dad.
experience.
Yeah,
Oh,
personal. Yeah.
From
yeah.
her experience,
Yeah,
yeah.
from
Yeah,
hers.
yeah.
Oh,
So that's
yeah.
why I believe in it.
I do.
Yeah. I didn't do it, but I
Oh,
believe
shit.
in the...
She's not a voodoo master.
no,
or anything.
She looks like a voodoo master.
Right now she does. Right now she does.
Magnificent.
Magnificent.
He meant to say Maleficent.
Yeah.
Maleficent.
He was like, you look like magnificent. I was like, wait.
She's like, I look magnificent.
I do look magnificent. Thank you. But yeah, so my dad had an affair with this lady in the Philippines who did like voodoo.
Oh, shit.
And like, basically she was just saying that if he stays with my mom and like the family, if he doesn't be with her, then bad things will happen to
my
our family. So I
God.
feel like that's sort of
dang.
like the origin of like all the bad things that happened in my life. But yeah, I don't know if it has to do with this thing that's been it's not correlated to this thing that's been like following me my entire life.
Yeah.
But that's that. And what else? And then so my dad also, so he does like this. He has like these two stick things that he would like pray to. I don't know. He claims that he like believes in God, but like I don't know what this sort of God is.
Okay.
But like he would like pray to it, and like he would ask it like questions, and it wouldn't be very appropriate. I think it'd just be more relationship questions, like about him and my mom, and like if they're personal, but like
Yeah.
I'll tell
Yeah, you don't have to speak on
Yeah, you don't have to go too deep.
Yeah, you don't have to go too deep.
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
like he would pray to it, and like it'd be like yes or no questions, and like it would like grow. Like I actually like saw the stick grow.
Oh,
Like
shit.
Pinocchio?
Pinocchio
Yeah.
vibes.
Oh my gosh.
That's
like
crazy.
if it
Horror edition.
I know. It'd be like yes or no questions, and like that shit would grow.
Damn.
So like
Shit.
That's crazy.
it's crazy. And okay, also to start off, like a lot of things in my life I have forgotten. I feel like a lot of, you know, like when people have trauma.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You try to forget about
Yeah,
it.
exactly.
A lot of things have been buried, so I might skip out on some things.
Yeah, you don't have
Yeah,
to tell
yeah,
everything.
You don't have to tell everything.
Yeah.
I don't remember a lot of things
Yeah.
in my childhood.
Yeah, you don't have to speak on everything,
Yeah.
but definitely the more spooky stuff.
But
Yeah.
yeah, there's
Yeah.
that. And then going now, and we'll talk about the thing that's been like following me.
Yeah.
So I think it started. I was probably in like 6th grade, and so what had happened was around that time, my dad he was like working on my grandparents' house that they previously lived in, and he was like turning it into I don't know what it was called. What was it called, Mom?
She's in the bathroom.
She
She disappeared.
But like people that would, I think they would like go to jail, and it'd be sort of like a home for them to come back to, and like kind of like a rehabilitation sort of place. So he
okay,
tried
okay.
turning it into that. And then my mom, so she lived in that house when she first moved here from the Philippines. It was in Vallejo, and at that house, when my mom lived there, there was like this guy in like the top hat. He was like a spirit, some sort of spirit, and he like had a top hat and just like a tall, dark figure. Yeah.
That sounds like
Haunting of
some
Dollhouse.
Yeah, or yeah, tall hat
Remember
dude.
the tall hat?
I remember
Yeah.
that. Okay, yeah.
Oh, man.
So yeah, she like would call it Abraham Lincoln, and like other people in my family saw him too. Yeah, it was crazy. So like he was like around during her time of her life, and then so like when my mom started when my parents started working on that house to like refurnish it and like change it into that program. I actually started like me and my sister started seeing like the figure like at our house.
Oh hell no.
Yeah.
With the
Abraham
tall
Lincoln?
hat?
Yeah, the tall hat
Damn.
guy. We started like seeing the guy at our house, and like
Where though?
like mostly in like my room. So we had like twin size beds, and we shared rooms together. So she was like right next to me in her bed, and then I'd be in my bed. But like I would see him, like I would just see the figure like standing in front of my bed.
Oh hell
Or
no.
It's like
I would-
in a scary
I know.
movie. Oh
Yeah.
my god.
Or like I would see the figure like in the doorway, like just like a shadow of him in the doorway.
Oh man.
So
Oh, hell
Damn.
no.
yeah,
Hell
it's
no.
pretty
Oh.
creepy.
Did he pop up at like random?
His mustache fell.
I shaved, guys.
He's sweating. He's sweating from that story.
I'm getting scared.
Yeah. No, but what did he pop up anywhere else? Like at random points?
I don't remember him popping up at random points, cause like I feel like that guy like still follows my little sister around, but then like it's kind of weird because like the thing that would follow me like a little bit like after I like started seeing the guy, I was messing around with my older sister one day and I was in 6th grade, so I was like, hey, like there's this little girl in my room.
Oh.
And like I made up like an imaginary friend basically just to like fuck around with my sister and like scare her. And then like I was like, she has like long dark hair and she's like the same age as me and whatever, and she's here with me. And my sister was freaking out, but I was like, this is just funny because she's scared. And then like literally shortly after that, like I started seeing the girl. I don't think I really like saw the guy too much. Like I more so saw like the girl like just following me around, and like I was a very like dark and depressed child. And like even in my like teenage years I was like very like depressed, so I feel like whenever I would be like extremely sad, then that's when vulnerable. I would like I'm super vulnerable, and I would see the girl and like
that's what they're attracted to.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Abraham Lincoln's daughter.
I was nervous though, because then like I didn't really see like Abraham Lincoln, and I just saw like the girl kind of from there on.
She's following her father's
like,
footsteps.
I know. I was like, I didn't want to think of it as like a demon, like if like he transformed into her.
I was gonna say
that would be a demon.
I think so. Yeah.
I was so scared if that was like the case, because like. Why didn't I see him?
Yeah.
And why did I just see her? And like I'm like not crazy, guys, because then
my
sister thanks guys.
You just go in a cow costume.
We believe that shit. We believe in that shit heavy.
Man. But like my sister's friend, she would like go to our house, and there was one time I don't think my little sister was home at the time, or if anything, she was in a completely different room. But my older sister's friend was there, and she thought she saw my little sister running down the stairs, but it wasn't her. So like, she saw the girl. Like, I'm not the only one who sees a girl.
Gosh.
Damn, that's creepy.
That's creepy.
That reminds me of that one. What is that show that we were watching? We watched too many scary shows. I can't even think of the fucking movie. But they were in a house. Or no. Oh, it was part of.
Is it still Blind Manor or no?
No. It was part of one of the hauntings. So have you ever seen the hauntings?
The Haunting of Hill.
No,
not the first one.
No, so there's actual series that's out on Netflix, and it's called Haunting.
It's just called Haunting.
And so it's like there's different episodes, and they're like an hour long, but these are based off of people's actual experiences.
Okay, I actually have seen.
Okay, they reenact it.
They reenact like people's experience. Yeah.
So they pretty much all sit in a circle, and then one of the people is telling the story to all their friends, but and then during that time they have an actual cinematic reenactment of it.
Wow, I feel like there's so many shows like this.
Yeah, it's good.
It's really
good.
It's good. You should watch it.
The Latin America one was.
The Latin
really
American
creepy.
one is creepy though.
Yeah.
Latin America.
Yeah,
too?
so there's two different versions. There's a
Yeah.
Haunting, and then there's Haunting Latin America.
Yeah.
I feel like Latin America is like a whole nother level.
I know,
But you know what
right?
I was actually telling her they need to come out with is a Japanese one.
I know.
Or Asia, like Haunting Asia.
one.
Fuck
Because there is so
Yeah.
much creepy shit that happens in Asia.
Yeah.
Like
There
I
is.
would love for them to
Or the
come
Philippines
out.
too.
Or the Philippines too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know that would. Like I said, just in general, I think there's so much weird shit that happens in Asia. I think it would be awesome if they come out with one,
I
and maybe they
know.
are working on it because I know that show is very popular on Netflix. So maybe they are working on a whole new series. I don't know.
I hope so.
Yeah,
That would be
definitely.
dope.
Yeah, definitely check it out.
shit.
You should.
Yeah, I'm good.
Just you by yourself. You have to
By
watch
yourself,
it.
yeah.
So you're binge watching
In my
it alone.
room.
Exactly.
Oh fuck.
Did you have any more spooky
sorry.
stories?
Oh yeah, sorry. That was was
No.
just like the beginning
No,
point.
of course.
Oh, it's only the
That's just the
beginning.
beginning.
yes, I love
damn.
We got a whole story
Oh,
then.
no.
Okay, I wasn't sure if that was just like a short portion
That was just a
of
little.
it.
That was a little part of it. That's
Okay.
pretty much like the. I mean, I feel like I have seen things and like felt things throughout my life, and I feel like because of like this girl that follows me, like nothing really like phases me too much. If I feel
You kind
like
of got stronger from it.
yeah,
Would you say?
I feel
Are
like
used to it.
Are you
Yeah.
yeah,
used to it?
I'm kind of like immune
Yeah.
to the
Oh.
spirits in a way, I guess. And also like I feel like I've been a lot happier now too. So like I don't see it as often. Like I'll see
Yeah.
it like once in a but yeah,
Do you see the girl at all?
I do.
Oh.
So does she
Yeah.
come up
Yeah.
as an actual figure or a shadow?
I think like more of like a shadow. Kind of. I don't see like a face or anything.
Yeah.
Oh.
Which is great.
I know,
It's slowly-
because that
slowly
would be
phasing away.
terrifying.
Yeah.
But I
Imagine.
think more of like a figure of like a girl.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
I know
perfect.
see her till this
I
day.
still see her. Yeah.
Damn, that's crazy
Does
Yeah.
she like pop up every so often, or
It's like every so often. I mean, I feel like when was the last time I saw her? Maybe like last week.
Last
Oh.
week?
Dang.
You think she's
Yeah.
friendly then? So she
I-
doesn't really
I
do
don't-
anything to spook you?
I don't know if she's necessarily friendly. I feel like maybe she's like lonely.
Oh.
I don't know, but like it's like just whenever I'm feeling like so down, then I'll like see her and like it's weird. But
So it's literally whenever you're feeling some type of way.
yeah, and like
she'll kind of
she's
appear.
yeah, she appears, and I feel like she just like feeds off like
Your
that
energy?
energy,
Yeah.
Yeah.
which is
Oh.
fucking weird.
Yeah, that is
yeah.
weird.
But she doesn't do anything to like spook you, like
Nothing-
drop things
yeah, no.
or.
The only like scary thing, I feel like in some way she might be possessive over me, which is kind of weird.
That is.
Because
Yeah,
when me and
no.
my boyfriend first started like going out, which was about like 7 years ago, there was like this one time, and his mom is very like, she has this like aura around her. She just like sees things and like
She has, like, a
feels
third
things.
eye?
She definitely.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Damn.
But there was one time both of them like dropped me off at my house, and she's never been inside of my house, but she also has like these sort of like visions in a sense.
Okay.
And so when she drops me off at the house, she didn't tell me then. She told my boyfriend, but she said, so when you first walk into my house, I have like a railing. There's like stairs off to the side, and like just when you look up, there's a railing.
Okay.
And so, and it's crazy because she's never seen my house, but she said she saw had like a vision of like the girl, and she was like really angry, and she was standing over the railing.
Oh,
Oh,
shit.
And
hell
like,
no.
yeah, and so I was like, fuck, like, is she like mad at my boyfriend that I'm like starting to become happy again?
Yeah.
And like stuff like that.
Oh,
And
yeah.
so I was like, fuck.
Yeah.
I feel like, I don't know if she's like
Yeah.
dangerous. That's
She
why,
definitely
that's why,
sounds like an evil
She
spirit
does
though,
sound
because the
like
fact
it.
if she's
Because-
feeding off of your negative energy,
yeah.
Yeah.
That's
but
not
and
a
then
good
yeah,
sign.
yeah, exactly. But and
Because
then
if-
she's mad that you're getting happy.
Yeah.
like-
yeah.
That's crazy.
So how do
Yeah,
you
that
deal with
is.
2 relationships?
you got your spooky
Very
one?
one-sided
Yeah.
relationship. But yeah, and there was another time I slept at his house, and his mom had like a dream of her, and she was like sleeping in her bed. She like woke up. I think she like woke up in her dream, and she just saw the girl, and the girl was like in the corner of her room, and she was just like beaming over her and like super angry, looking at the mom. And I was like, fuck, I'm sorry, I'm bringing these spirits around you
Yeah.
guys.
That's crazy.
But
Yeah.
I feel like, yeah,
Yeah.
that's my life.
You just live with it.
Yeah, I've kind of just grown to live with it.
Yeah.
And I remember this one time the first time I got high. The first time I got high, I like saw her. Nothing like extremely scary happened. I was just having like a bit like an anxiety attack.
Yeah.
It was like in high school.
Oh.
You were having anxiety while you were high, or
Yeah.
okay?
Yeah, I think also because I wasn't really like used to seeing her too much too
Yeah.
around that time, or I wasn't like. I feel like maybe after like or I'm still in college.
Yeah.
Like when I got into college, that's sort of when I was like, all right, I guess you're just here, so
Yeah.
I will just live with you.
You're just like conversating with her while you're high.
You're telling her about the issues and everything.
I was like fucking crying. I was crying so hard
Okay,
when
so
I
during
first got high, and she was just like standing like in the corner of my room and just
watching
me. I was like,
Damn.
and then
That's creepy.
It was pretty creepy.
During that time, did you see her as a figure or still a shadow then? Has she kind of transformed during like during times?
So I don't think I said then. I feel like as I grew up, she kind of like grew up too.
Whoa.
Like
damn, that's
height
creepy.
wise. It was kind of fucking weird. So I
Yeah.
hope it's not a demon. I pray to God.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I mean, we believe in that shit.
Yeah, we
So
believe in that.
It's just
Because-
crazy how like she stuck with you throughout the years.
But
you know?
I think if it was a demon, it would have done something already.
Right.
I
But
think
if
so.
you think about it, Paranormal Activity. Do you remember the goat or the demon or whatever wants the baby, right?
Yeah.
Remember that? So pretty much the baby will keep growing and growing till that I believe once the baby has a baby, then they try to kill that off. You get what I'm saying?
Eliminate
Yeah,
it.
eliminate
Thank
it.
you
Yeah.
for saying that.
Now she's afraid to have a child.
I'm never gonna have a child
Yeah.
now. I just have like 15,000 dogs.
Hey, it's just a movie, but I'm just saying like I mean we
Yeah.
don't know.
We
but,
don't know.
No, but I'm just
But
saying
still,
like
yeah,
it's creepy to that
creepy.
point. Like if you've been seeing her grow with you,
Yeah.
you know that's really weird.
That's
But
really fucking
even though
weird.
she does grow with you, like has she transformed as like seeing an actual
no.
figure to a shadow or like
No.
Still the same.
It's
Still the same?
Still the same.
Okay.
Same sort of figure that I'm seeing, which I'm kind of grateful for.
Have you ever
Yeah.
yelled at it? Like, get the fuck out of here or something?
Not yell at it.
Yeah.
I'm like, so my mom, also, I forgot about this. When the thing happened with my boyfriend's mom, when she started seeing the figure and he
Yeah.
was all angry and stuff, my mom, she gave me this Saint Michael, like, pendant.
Yeah.
And it was preyed on by, like, well, it's kind of like a witch doctor, basically.
He's
Shaman or something?
Shaman.
sort of a shaman in
Yeah.
Okay. Like a healer.
Like a
Yeah.
like a healer in the
Yeah.
Philippines.
Been
So
blessed.
he blessed the pendant, and then I started wearing the necklace, and like I didn't see the girl for a
Anymore.
period. Yeah,
Oh.
and then my necklace broke, and then I also like I said I don't also like see her when I'm feeling like happy too.
Yeah.
So I think maybe just that also played a role.
Yeah.
But yeah, shout out to that pendant. My sister wears it now.
Oh, okay.
Because she's
the one.
she's the one that has like I feel like it's like that top hat guy that is like following her,
Damn, that's crazy.
but like she wears the
That's
pendant. I feel like she needs it more than I do because I'm just like
Okay.
whatever.
You're like, oh, it's you again.
Yeah, it's
But
you
like
again.
it's so creepy with her though, because then like she would wake up with like bruises on her, and I think there was like a
That's
hand.
bad.
Yeah, there was
Yeah.
like a hand mark bruise on her
shit.
one
Okay,
time.
Yeah, that's bad.
So-
That's like a demonic.
Yeah.
Because if it's hurting, if it's touching you on your skin,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah,
not a good
that
sign.
usually
Yeah.
they, from what of course we watch so many.
Shit. It's fine.
No,
Okay,
but
we've been
it's-
living with
Yeah.
this.
No, but honestly, like
Oh,
the fact we watch
Yeah.
so much of like these
Paranormal
and
and,
you
yeah.
learn a lot because
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
they talk about everything, and that is true. What they did say is spirits usually won't harm you to
Mm-hmm.
that point, but if it does, it's a possibility that
It's
it could be a
something
demon.
demon, yeah. Because
I mean, we're not trying to
spirits are-
scare you, but yeah.
but,
Oh,
like,
yeah,
They're
it's
trying
fine.
to warn you.
Yeah, it's like
Thank
we're
you
trying to
for-
warn you.
Thanks for
yeah.
caring, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe I mean, like I said, of course, if it does get to a certain point, then that's where you're like, you need to probably go to a priest or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that
Yeah.
they
Yeah.
from what we've watched, and a lot of what paranormal investigators talk about,
Yeah.
they're not supposed to harm you to that extent.
Yeah.
So
Oh, okay. And I mean, not to put my sister on the spot, but she's not Catholic or Christian. She believes in like a higher spirit, but like she's not religious.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
So, I mean, I no shame to like whoever
Yeah.
if they
Yeah,
if they
yeah.
don't believe in
Yeah,
like God or
yeah.
anything,
Yeah,
but
of
like
course.
maybe like that has to do like with her like not having some sort of faith.
Does she believe in what's happening though? Like
She
believes in like the
Yeah.
paranormal
Yeah,
and all
yeah.
that.
She
shit.
definitely
So
she
she's
believes
aware
in
of
that.
it.
She's
Yeah,
definitely
yeah.
aware, and she's
Yeah.
definitely she's scared of it. And a
Yeah.
lot of her childhood it's like been wiped from her memory too. So
Okay.
I think
Well, she should
yeah.
also believe that she needs help too,
Yeah.
because it's
Yeah.
out
Yeah.
of her control. You know,
Yeah.
it's like, and if it gets worse, like
We don't
she
want
needs to
her
reach
to get
out
hurt
for
more,
sure.
you
Yeah.
know,
That's
so-
why.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
why I wish like Ed and Lorraine Warren was still alive.
I
They're
know,
conjuring,
they're
you know.
such
Like,
experts
yeah,
in
like
that.
they're
They would know what to
They would know
do.
what to do. Like they're,
Yeah.
but you know, of course, they've passed their teachings and everything on to other people, and so of course, if you know, I think even for other people that have it worse, you know, people
Yeah.
like that go to them because they know exactly what to do. Like
Yeah.
if there's a YouTube video, what was it? What's their name again? Their YouTube name?
Oh, which one is it?
The one that they went to the Ed and Lorraine house.
Is it the group that just?
Yeah, the
did-
group. Yeah.
Oh.
What's her name again?
Oh my gosh,
Do you remember?
I don't remember.
Okay, yeah.
Was it
it's-
fuck.
I just posted it too, like
Yeah.
a few,
Never
well,
mind.
like a couple months ago.
So
yeah.
pretty much, they're paranormal investigators as well.
Yeah.
Their YouTube channel, and they were the only ones that have been invited to go into
Yeah.
Ed and Lorraine's haunted base museum.
Sorry.
So yeah, in their haunted museum, this is where the real Annabelle doll is and
Yeah.
everything like that.
Like the
So-
first ones to investigate.
The first ones to
Yeah.
actually investigate because they don't let anybody in like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially at the nighttime.
Yeah, at the nighttime.
During that hour.
Yeah, so
yeah.
during in
my
this video
gosh.
they had the real Annabelle doll in the basement and everything like that. It's creepy.
Yeah, it's super
That is-
creepy.
Yeah.
There's even that one doll that, like, if you look into her eyes or something.
Yeah, she'll kill you.
Yeah, or like she'll put like a, or like
No,
a,
literally. Yeah.
like
Literally
a
she'll
spell
kill
or
you.
Literally,
yeah.
something. Yeah. So
No,
like
it's a creepy
we
video.
didn't even look at it. We just skipped it. We're like, nope, don't look
Yeah.
at it.
Oh no!
Is it-
You're
it's that
you're
one?
talking no. There's the other one. So there's these
Uh-huh.
other YouTubers we watch, Sam and Colby.
Oh, okay.
So they went to this museum called the Zach Baggins Museum. If you know Ghost Hunters, he's like the leader of that group, right?
Okay.
So he has a museum in Vegas, and it's very haunted, like very. So they filmed everything in there and showing all their experiences.
no.
But there is this one doll literally locked up, and they advise you don't want to look in deep into the eyes because it will actually try to possess you. And on the video, they even had on the video on their YouTube video, they had it on there, and they said in the first place they put a bar across the eyes, and
Yeah.
they were advising we're gonna remove the bar, so if you don't want to look into the eyes of this doll, like turn your head or fast forward. So once that happened, me and Rachel were looking away because we didn't want anything to happen.
And
so,
I was freaking out because Rocco and Gizmo, our chinchillas, were like watching too. I'm like, don't look at the TV.
yeah.
Blindfolded.
Yeah, blindfolded. So and then after
Gotta
that,
blindfold my fish.
you might have to. You might have to. So after that, I went through the comments. Hundreds of people were saying they looked into it and they started getting sick. So it doesn't matter if it's
God.
it doesn't matter if it's through technology or a camera.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's weird, but a lot of people said their heart started racing. They started getting sick. Even a few people were saying they started throwing up.
Oh my god.
It's really weird.
That reminds me. Have you heard? I'm sure you heard of like the poltergeist.
Yeah,
Yeah.
of course.
That one was it like the little girl who got really sick like after shooting and she like died. Did she die?
I don't remember that actually. Maybe is that the very first
I think
poltergeist?
it was the very first one. I
like
think
back
the little,
in the 80s, I think.
I think
Okay.
the little girl got really, really, really sick.
Damn, that's crazy.
Damn, oh
No, I don't know about
I
that
don't know
one.
if she died.
God.
but-
Oh, did you hear? Okay, so this is another story. The very first Conjuring that they filmed, and you know this because we watched it, but
Yeah.
the very first Conjuring, everybody. So what they would do is they would bless everybody on set before filming and after filming. But forget her name. You know the movie The Kissing Booth?
Yes.
Yeah. So that lead girl,
her, yes.
the
Oh,
lead-
Joey King?
Joey King.
Yeah, Joey King.
Yeah, so
Yes.
she was the little girl in Conjuring, the very first one, and she was saying that she actually has got during filming. Yeah, she
And
actually
got sick too.
She got sick.
She was like diagnosed with something.
They couldn't. Yeah, I forget what it was.
Yeah, but then like after they were done filming, she was fine.
Yeah, she
Got
said
better.
during her whole experience filming
Yeah.
Conjuring, there was a lot of weird things happening.
I got goosebumps.
Yeah,
I know,
it's
it's really crazy.
it's really crazy.
Yeah.
So that's
she
why-
was like they were having that interview with her because they were like just wondering how the shoot went and stuff, and she told that story. It's just crazy
Yeah.
how she's experiencing that from like filming a scary movie.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
it's crazy because, like I said, I mean, these are people that probably have never experienced anything like this and would never think about it. But once you
Yeah.
start filming a film like this,
Yeah.
that's
You
why
never
they
know what you're bringing through.
you never know.
Yeah.
And the fact
Oh
that
my gosh.
that's why they had to bring a priest and everything like that before and after shooting, just in case they do bring, because that's what they believed in. They're like,
Yeah.
we might filming something like this, we might bring something in into
Exactly.
it, So
Yeah,
it,
I mean
it's
that ties into the Annabelle doll that was used in the movie.
Yeah.
They donated it to the Warren Museum just
Yeah.
because they are not sure if
the
they,
actual to reiterate on that one, it was the Annabelle doll used in the movie.
yeah used in the movie.
So the actual-
not the actual real one.
Yeah, the actual
okay,
real
okay.
one, the actual real one stays in the Warren Museum no matter what. They
Because
don't.
it's a Raggedy Ann doll. That's
Yeah.
the original
Okay.
one.
Yeah.
But
So
the
the-
one the one in the film that you see.
Yeah, they donated
Yeah.
it to the Warren Museum because they weren't sure if maybe there is something with that
Yeah.
doll.
just in case.
Yeah, just in
They're
case.
Like, here, we
Smart
might have-
move.
Yeah. So it, like I said, it's really creepy knowing, like this shit is real. Like, that's the
Yeah.
thing. And
yeah.
now talking about that, obviously, like we did this yesterday, but kind of where we are at with like paranormal, like him, he's a little bit more skeptic. For me, I 100% believe in paranormal and stuff like that. I mean, you
Right.
can kind of
Yeah.
tell Chell what you believe in. And
I mean, I believe in it as like a whole. Like I believe in like paranormal things and things happening. But there's a lot of people who are out there who like just do it for the views or fake
yeah,
things,
for
prank
sure.
things. So like when we watch like these videos, I'm like very skeptical about like what is real and what is not real. But in the bigger picture, like of course I believe in it, but I am really. I second guess a lot of things and I'm like, I don't know. But then when it comes from personal experience and people tell me like your experience, I'm like, I'm not even doubting it. I'm like, if
Thank
you
you.
felt that,
Yeah.
like, I'm with you.
Thank
But
you.
when
I
it
mean,
comes,
you always doubt me.
I mean, yeah.
I know.
And my experiences.
Because they watch so much scary stuff, and like this canvas fell down, and they're like, "Oh shit, our place is haunted," and I'm like, "Bro, you need to chill. It's not that serious."
Wait, don't you have a naked ghost in here?
Yes,
yeah,
yes,
we do.
Rachel. Yeah, you
We'll talk
remember
a little
that
bit
one?
about it.
Yes,
That
yes.
story, oh
Yeah,
my
we
God.
actually talked about that yesterday with
Michael.
Michael
yeah.
Twisted Pennywise. Yeah, we told
Yeah.
him about that yesterday as well because he's also Filipino and
Oh, yeah.
he believes in a lot of this stuff
Oh,
as
I
well.
bet,
And then he
yeah.
was talking,
Yeah.
he was telling us more about like Filipino superstitions that he believed in and
Yeah.
what is, I don't know if you've heard of it, but what is
There was a tikbalang. That's the half human, half horse one.
Oh,
Yes.
Ew.
And then the manananggal. It's like
Uh-huh.
it's like a pretty much. I think it could be either a lady or a guy. I don't know specifically, but they're basically cut in half and they have wings. And they're kind of like a
Oh.
vampire kind of thing, but the only way to kill them is that Michael
you're the only
said,
one that's able to bring them back and shit because
No.
look at the way you're dressed. I know.
I see the ghost behind you moving.
You're the only one that can do it, love.
If anything, they'll listen to my order.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying.
Magnificent.
Yeah, magnificent. That's magnificent of
Yes.
Please don't follow Chell anymore,
Yeah.
okay?
She's ordering you guys.
Please don't do that. But yeah, so the only way to like fight them, I guess, is to throw salt at them.
oh.
Yeah. So
At least it's
I know.
accessible.
That is accessible.
And then I forgot what the other term was for the baby one. It's basically like a baby that turns into a monster.
Oh shit.
Yeah. I forgot. It's like I forgot what it's
Oh.
called. Tianak or something like that. Or
Tianak?
something like that.
Oh.
I forgot what my mom said it too. But
okay.
I don't know if you've heard those kind of legends before.
I know
like
a knock.
Filipino.
That's your child.
Yes. My baby.
No, is it aswang? Is that the lady?
Yeah, aswang is pretty much just
Or is
like
that just like a
ghost.
ghost?
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah. So
Duh.
I mean, but still though, it's like it's It's mainly referred to a woman though.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's like a swan. Yeah.
Or something in the cemetery.
The
I forget.
duendes?
I think so.
Oh,
Where you
yeah,
like
I believe in those.
Yes,
I-
the little like
Small
dwarfs.
people.
Yeah,
Small
small
people.
people. So it's like when I don't know if like you've heard of it too, but like every time you walk near like a tree or on like grass, you're supposed to say like
Excuse me.
excuse me, I'm passing through. Like in Tagalog
yeah.
you say tabi tabi po. So it's like so that like you don't step on them or like
You might
if-
accidentally smash them.
Yeah,
It's
like,
ants.
If you do, they might put like a curse on you, like a temporary curse.
Yeah, but what if you
Yeah.
accidentally smash them and then can they put a curse on you?
Well, if you
Maybe
said
do
tabi
we have
tabi
friends?
po, then that's their fault. I feel like
So you have to say it before. But then if they get smashed on, then that's
So
it.
it's like,
Let's
well,
find
see
out.
this next
Let's
year.
find out. Let's find out.
A bunch
I
of small
believe
ones
in those
crawling
little
on.
I can imagine that. That shit would be
It's
so
like
funny.
Jurassic Park
Yeah.
with the little dinosaurs
Yeah,
just like attacking
the conkeys.
Yeah.
conkeys.
Oh my god, that would be so funny to see.
so weak.
Yeah, it's
my
yeah.
God, yeah.
The first time, I think the first time she told me about that. So when I brought her back to Seattle, the very first time a few years ago, we went to the cemetery. I pretty much introduced her to my grandma, and then we're walking through the cemetery, and I would just say, "Oh, sorry," blah blah blah, when I'm stepping on stones, and then she was like, "No, you have to say." Tabi tabi po. I was like, what the hell is tabi tabi po? And she's like, oh, it's these like little small people that live on the grass or whatever. And if you
Yeah.
if you don't say sorry to them, they're gonna like put a curse. I was like, what the hell is it? Because I've heard so many different like Filipino
Yeah,
superstitions.
there's so many.
That
Heck
I
yeah,
don't believe
yeah.
in. Like I really don't believe in. Like one I brought up last night was like I said, I don't know if this is true, but if you smell your significant other's armpits, you're gonna stay together forever. I was like, what the hell is this?
I've
So you
never
never
heard
done
of
it?
that.
Huh?
So you never done that?
I mean, I've done it.
Okay. So you guys are gonna stay together.
Yeah, exactly. That's why.
That's why.
I mean,
I love doing that.
see, I told you it's a mutual thing.
Must be a Filipino
No.
thing. I'm not Filipino, so yeah.
Oh, you
You guys
basically
are on a
are.
different
You
level.
pretty much are.
Everyone
but-
thinks I'm so weird. She doesn't do it to me.
Okay, so you know
Yeah.
what? It's funny because me and her, we do some like, of course, weird things as well.
couple weird
Couple
things,
weird things.
you
He's like,
know.
you guys are so fucking. I'm like, bro. Imagine how many people in the world there are that do probably weirder stuff than us, and he already
Oh,
thinks.
yeah.
Yeah.
See, right? It's
Yeah, see?
But not every couple.
Yes.
Is that weird?
No, they. I guarantee
Like,
you, every.
this guy is notorious for farting, so he'll fart and then she'll burp out. And then I'm in the middle like, you guys are fucking weird. And they're just laughing at each other. He'll fart again, she'll burp again. Like, oh, stop it. And I'm just like, what did I come into?
And we're just like, oh, I like that line.
Yeah.
Entertained 24/7.
Yeah, see, that's
You
how
don't
it
need
is.
cable TV.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not entertaining when you're smelling both sides.
Oh god.
my God.
No, but like I said, that's what I was literally telling him. I was like, couples literally have their own thing.
Their own
like,
thing,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's just how it is, though. You know.
Yeah.
I mean, of course, we need to get this guy.
Of course.
Yes.
A
Yes.
girl so he can actually experience it.
In my
because-
DMs.
Yes.
Ladies,
hit the
call him
I
up.
know.
Call
Let's
him up,
go.
guys.
know.
But like I said, yeah, I guarantee you, once he finds somebody and we're gonna see them doing weird shit, we're gonna say the same exact thing.
Yeah,
to him,
see, I
you know?
told you.
I hope
Yeah.
your girlfriend is just as weird.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Or it might get to the point where it's like, you're doing some weird shit. We gotta
We gotta go. We gotta go.
We'll see. We'll
We'll
see.
see.
We'll see.
We'll
When,
see.
yeah,
I'm okay with weird shit like in the bed, but other than that, like, we're no weird shit. No weird shit.
No, we'll see. Like I said, when it gets to that point, we're definitely
You're just gonna love your significant other
Yeah.
for the way they are, and you're gonna be like, okay.
Yeah, exactly.
And
Yeah.
then you can get back at them, and that's your
Yeah,
victory.
I don't know how I can give. I don't fart.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
I mean, I have some sticky
Please
ones.
don't
Like,
get
Yeah.
away.
just
Yeah.
on Monday, I think it was Monday Night Football.
Okay, yeah.
Like he literally, where I was like, "What the fuck is that smell?" It's like, "Nico, did you fart?" He's like, "Yeah." And I'm like, "Oh,
I'm always the first one to notice. I was like, someone
Yeah,
farted.
yeah, she
And I was
is.
Because they'd always be farting and burping, so I had to get it back. Like, I just had to let
Just
one out.
hotbox the room real
Yeah.
quick.
It's like you
It's
know
silent,
it
too.
No, but the thing is, when he does, it's like it's bad though. It's
Yeah.
like, oh my god.
He's done it in the
Yeah.
car with us so
Oh
many times.
god, yeah. And then he'll be
Yeah.
laughing hella hard like a little girl. You
I
know?
know.
Because it's the one time I could get them back.
See, that's the victory.
Yeah, that is the victory.
That's why. So like
Yeah.
I said, once you get
But if
the
my
girl,
girlfriend doesn't do it, then we're good.
No, she
Because
will,
there's no battle.
once she's feel comfortable,
There's gonna be
with
something
you,
else.
Oh yeah, I was
Yeah.
like
Do
normal for
something.
like the first 3 months with my boyfriend.
Yeah, see? And then
You're
you started
like-
farting.
But you
about
guys
it,
been
right?
together for a long time.
Well, yeah, but
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
the first few months I was like a girl.
Yeah.
I was
And then
a lady.
you get comfortable.
You get comfortable
Yeah.
and I'm
That's
like
a little too
hot
comfortable.
boxing under the sheets.
See, I've done that to Rachel many
I
times
tried
too.
Dutch ovening him.
Oh, you probably got pink eye. Damn.
He gets so mad.
I would too.
No, but it's funny though.
It's
like,
so funny.
like even Rachel has farted multiple times underneath the sheet. It's like, did you fart? It's like, yeah. And then I'm like, oh.
Because they're like super quiet. His is always loud. Mine is the silent one.
Yeah,
silent
hers are the silent killers. So it's like, god damn it.
Oh, y'all are fucking weird.
Caption this
I don't know.
episode The Silent Killer.
I don't know about that.
The silent killer. No, I'm telling. I've been telling him though. Once you have a girl, you guys
You're
are
gonna
gonna be.
you're gonna have something at
Yeah,
least.
You're gonna have
It
so
does-
much fun.
We might. We'll see.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
see.
That's what I'm saying.
Coming soon to the theaters.
Near you.
Yeah, near you.
Yes. All right. No, like I said, it was great getting to dive in and getting experiences and stuff.
Yes.
But I think it's time we do some reactions to
Yes.
Luke's top 5.
Go.
How about we get into that right now, guys? And
Oh, he
if you
can't
guys are listening to us on streaming, please check out our YouTube channel so
Right.
you can see exactly what we're watching, guys. So
Yes, sir.
yeah, please do that. But yeah, let's go ahead and get into this
All right,
reaction.
Nuke's top 5.
Luke's top 5.
So this video is a bit different than the
This is a
videos
good
I
story.
usually post on this channel,
Oh, yes.
Yes.
but there's a very good reason for that. You see, last week while I was researching the top 5 ghost sightings video that I posted, I found a story that was really amazing, with a bunch of creepy videos and photos to go along with it. But
And this is
it was
only part
just too
1.
big a story to do within the
There's another
confines of the
part.
normal
Oh,
top
man.
5 list. Basically, this ghost story needed and deserved a video all its own. So, I present to you the supposedly true ghost story of Dear David.
Dear David.
Yes. This
Adam
is creepy
Ellis is
though.
a successful writer and
Yeah.
It
illustrator.
looks like a David.
In fact,
No,
you've
you've never
probably
seen this
seen
yet.
some of his
Yeah.
webcomics on BuzzFeed. But lately, Adam has been getting a lot of attention on Twitter for something very different.
Wait, his
Adam
name's
claims
Adam.
that the ghost of a dead child is
Why is
haunting
it
his
David?
Manhattan
No,
apartment.
you gotta wait.
And he has photos and videos to back it up.
Oh, Black Cat. of
Now,
course.
before I begin the story, let
First
me
sign.
reiterate that Adam Ellis is a successful writer and illustrator. He's not a YouTuber who needs to fake ghost encounters for views, and he's not a Twitch streamer. Basically, he has no connection or vested interest in the supernatural. In fact, when researching this story, I searched his entire Twitter history and found no serious mention of ghosts or the paranormal before he posted his story. So the story starts on August 7th, when Adam Ellis posted, quote, "So my apartment is currently being haunted by the ghost of a dead child, and he's trying to kill me." Now, Adam suffers from sleep paralysis, a frightening condition where someone can wake up, unable to move, but still experiencing
That's very
dreamlike
true. We know
and
somebody.
sometimes
Yeah.
frightening
Yeah.
visions and sounds.
We'll
Oh,
get
we
into
should talk
that.
about
On
that
one
later.
occasion,
Yeah.
Adam says that
Maybe
he
after
awoke
the
in a
sound.
state of sleep paralysis to find a young boy sitting in the green rocking chair at the foot of his bed.
Oh,
The boy
shit.
had a large misshapen head
Blue
with a
eyes?
bizarre dent
Blue
in
boy.
one side.
Blue boy.
The boy sat watching him
Pennywise.
for several minutes, then rose and began to walk toward the bed. Adam says that he awoke screaming right before the boy reached the bedside.
Oh, shit.
A few nights later, Adam had a dream where he was sitting in a library when a small girl approached him and said, "You've seen Dear David, haven't you? He's dead. He only appears at midnight, and you can ask him 2 questions if you say Dear David first, but never try to ask him a 3rd question, or he'll kill you." Adam awoke terrified. A few nights later, Adam Ellis had another frightening sleep paralysis experience with Dear David. Adam woke to find David sitting in the green rocking chair again, watching him sleep. Adam, following the instructions the little girl had given him in his dream, asked, "Dear David, how did you die?" David replied, "An accident in a store." Adam asks, "Dear David, what happened in the store?" David mumbles, "A shelf was pushed on my head." Forgetting the 2-question rule, Adam asks, "Who pushed the shelf?" but David doesn't answer. Adam asks again, who pushed the shelf? But still, no answer. Adam says that at this point in the dream, he realized that he had broken the two-question rule and woke up in a panic. After this, a few months went by without another encounter. Adam says he Googled accidents involving children named David or any similar name, but found nothing. Around this time, Adam moved into a larger apartment 1 floor above in the same building. He continued the story, tweeting, "Another month or two goes by, and I sort of forget about dear David. I think he lost track of me because I moved upstairs. But lately, something strange is happening. For the past 4 nights, my cats gather at the front door at exactly midnight and just stare at it, almost like something is on the other side."
That's creepy for sure.
Yeah, that is.
Yeah.
Open the door.
Uneasy, Adam went to bed. He says he could still hear his cat meowing at the door.
And it's creepier when it's a cat too.
Yes.
Not a dog.
Cats
Next
are
week,
so
Adam Ellis
independent.
purchased a
Yeah.
Polaroid
Business.
instant
Yeah, that's the
camera.
thing.
He started
The fact
taking
that
random
they
pictures around
notice
his
something.
apartment when he
Oh my
noticed
God.
something strange. When he took pictures of the brightly lit hallway
This is
outside his
weird.
apartment
this looks
door,
weird.
It's
the
weird.
pictures on the instant camera came out completely black, even
That's
after
fucking
multiple
weird.
tries.
Even with the flash on.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
weird.
Okay, now I'm gonna take a photo of the hallway just to show
How
you
many locks does
I
this guy
know.
have?
He's terrified.
what that's like.
See, with the flash on.
And as you can see, the first one has already developed.
That's in his apartment, I think.
So let's see what this one does. It's gonna take a minute.
Just black.
Just black.
It's all black.
That's fucking
That's
creepy.
nothing
Yeah.
there. It's like someone's covering it.
Yeah, exactly.
So I don't know.
Adam even tried moving back, hoping that from a different angle more light would be visible from the hallway. But
That's
no
my
such
God.
luck.
Creepy.
Yeah,
It's like
that
into
one
the
is
It had
dark.
now been months since his last
That's
dream of
creepy.
dear David. But that night, Adam Ellis had another nightmare. He dreamed that David was dragging him by the arm through an old abandoned warehouse. He woke up with a strange bruise on his wrist.
Ooh, yeah.
Adam dismissed the dream, saying, "Maybe I injured myself the day before and my arm was hurting during the night," which manifested as a dream. There could be a totally logical explanation for it. A few days later, Adam began receiving strange calls on his cell phone. Since there was no caller ID, he didn't answer, assuming it was a telemarketer or some other unwanted call. But eventually he did answer the phone, and immediately wished that he hadn't. Adam says that he heard breathing, and then a faint childlike voice said, "Hello." The small creepy voice chilled Adam to the bone. He hung up without saying a word. In late August, Adam began planning a trip to Japan. He bought a motion-sensitive pet monitoring camera so that he could keep an eye on his cats while he was overseas.
I like how he goes
That
to
same
Japan.
night,
Yeah,
he
I
received
know.
a motion recording alert from his camera and saw this.
To the chair.
It's
Oh
rocking.
shit.
Oh, fuck.
Half an hour later, another alert.
Why do they do this?
Oh.
Something.
Yeah,
fell.
something fell.
Yeah.
If you watch the top of the shelf, you can see a decorative turtle shell fall from the spot where it's mounted on the wall.
Why does he have a turtle shell on the wall?
I don't know.
After these events, things are quiet for a short while.
Shit,
Then a week
crazy.
later, the cats start behaving strangely again.
Aww.
What was that finger? He wasn't home.
No, that was like a B-roll of him playing with his cats. Look, they literally hopped over something.
Oh shit.
The cat sees
Yeah.
it too.
In another clip, his cat Maxwell was caught on camera seemingly swatting at something that wasn't there for hours on end.
That's creepy.
That's creepy.
Could be a fly.
That's possible. That is
That
possible.
could
Yeah.
be, yeah.
The camera's not gonna pick it up.
Yeah, that's possible.
But the fact that there are already weird stuff.
Another
happening.
Yeah, I mean,
later,
the cup is
and the
weird.
camera records a
Yeah.
strange late night event as Adam walks through the house preparing for bed.
It's by the door too.
Yeah. A ball. What was that? A ball?
A rock,
Rock.
I think.
Adam says that he continued to experience dreams of odd apparitions and strange things peeking through his second floor window. But soon after this, he left for his 2-week trip to Japan. So that's the strange ghost story of Dear David up to this point. You can continue to follow Adam Ellis's unsettling ghostly encounters via his Twitter. The link is here and also in the video description.
She's still
So that's
okay?
part
Yeah,
one. What do you
that's part one.
think about that?
I believe it.
You believe it? Yeah, because I mean, well, now that you see that as well, because more of a skeptic's point, and
Yeah.
you know, he even was saying like there must be some kind of reason for this.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, what do you think about that?
It's hard to not believe it when it has like cats involved.
Yeah.
You know, because you know you can't explain that
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
You know, I see things like fall off of the shelf all the time and stuff like that, but like when you see the cat or like you know a dog,
animal, yeah.
an
Maybe
animal
they're
go
from
through.
animal
Yeah.
actors.
Yeah, they could be. They
They're
could
Treat
be.
this cat.
Yeah.
Really well.
But they wouldn't go through like that extent.
No, exactly.
You know,
Yeah, yeah, of course.
to prove it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
like it is a little
What
bit more
about
believable.
the Polaroid one? What do you think?
That
about
one is
Polaroid
fucking weird.
That, yeah,
That's strange.
Yeah.
That's what
Yeah.
started it. I think like that was like a baby step in the right direction, and you know it's hard to like think of.
Because he did it right there on camera.
Exactly,
literally.
and he
Yeah.
waited for it to
Yeah,
develop,
yeah.
on the
Yeah.
on camera.
Yeah.
So there wasn't like any post production or
Exactly, yeah.
anything like
Yeah.
that. And the fact that he took another angle
Yeah.
further away
To show you that what it looks like.
right.
inside,
so
yeah.
so that's really hard to believe. But so that was a baby step in the right direction. But what really like solidified it was the cats.
The cats, yeah.
afterwards. Yeah.
No,
Yeah, so
I even the Polaroid with everything being black like that,
Yeah, it's crazy.
with
Yeah.
the flash.
I know.
Like that's why I'm like, okay, how is this
weird.
possible? Literally, the flash is like a flashlight, so it's like it would take a picture of everything in that room,
Yep.
but the fact that it just keeps showing black,
Yeah.
I'm like, what the hell is happening
so
here?
weird.
But and then when he even steps back and shows
Right.
his room is lit up, but just that door.
Yeah.
So
is dark.
crazy. I
Yeah.
mean, with my Polaroid, if anything, it'll be like super bright and
Yeah.
like I've never seen.
Exactly,
just
not just pitch
black.
black
Yeah.
like that. Yeah.
With
What
the
was your
flash.
What was
Yeah.
your take? Because I remember when we first watched it together,
Yeah.
we're like, damn, that's fucking creepy.
It's creepy.
Yeah.
Like it creeped me out with the Polaroid for sure though.
Mm-hmm.
Just because it's like when you think about it, you're shining a light there.
Yeah.
There
Yeah.
should be at least something shining back.
Yeah,
Exactly.
exactly.
Yeah, and so I'm just like, oh.
Well, and the
no,
other thing,
yeah.
if you think about it, there's already a light in the hallway.
Yes.
So the fact that
Yeah.
there's a light in the hallway and it's using a flash to
Yeah.
light up more, you would
Yeah.
think there is something
And
there.
then I just
Yeah.
thought about it too. The first picture was like the whole picture was black.
Yeah.
But then when he
Yeah.
did the far away
Yeah.
one,
And it's
only
still
the
black.
door was black.
black.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was
That's
creepy.
That's
yeah.
really
fucking
weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the light was still on out in the hallway,
Yeah.
even when he took
Exactly.
that. So
Yeah.
that's a really
What would
weird.
happen if he took a selfie of himself like that?
That would, oh my god! And then
That
you
would
see
be
Dear
real.
David behind
Yeah,
him.
that's
Oh my
just
god!
like staring.
Yes, that would be creepy.
He needs
Well,
to move out.
I know.
Yes.
That,
I'm sure he's
actually-
okay. Like, damn.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I want to. We'll get into it after the second Dear David, but let's go ahead and watch this one because this one is one of the more creepier parts of Dear David.
Yes.
Very creepy.
Oh no.
Yes.
It's a part 2.
Yeah,
Part
this one is creepy.
Dear David, Part 2. So I've already done one video about the supposedly true ghost story of Dear David. Recently, everyone in the video comments has been asking for an update on what's been going on with the Dear David saga since the last video. Now, if you haven't watched the first video, I highly recommend that you go watch it, so that you're caught up with the story. That video is linked in the description and also pinned in the comment below. If you don't want to do all of that, well, here's a quick synopsis of the story so far. New York City artist Adam Ellis began having nightmares about the ghost of a child with a misshapen head called Dear
I
David.
just saw his Twitter account, Moby
Soon, it
Dickhead.
seemed
Yeah.
more than imagination. Strange things began to happen around Adam's apartment, and his cats basically began to freak out. When we ended the last video, Adam Ellis had just left for an early October trip to Japan. We pick up the story upon his return to his supposedly haunted apartment. As soon as Adam Ellis returned from his trip, strange things once again started happening around his apartment. It began with bizarre electrical disturbances. 2 bulbs in his hallway burned out within a span of days, and then the backlight on his TV began to randomly flash on and off, even with the power off. His cats once again began to gather
Even with
around
the
the
cats
front door at
just hanging
midnight,
out there.
as if something were waiting on the other side, even though nothing was there. And finally, Adam himself once again started to experience bizarre, unnerving dreams. So Adam Ellis decided to have a friend come over and do a, quote, spiritual cleansing of his apartment. A ritual believed by some to chase evil spirits out of a living space.
Oh no.
After the cleansing, Adam said that things appeared to return to normal. No odd occurrences and no strange dreams. But that didn't last long. One night, Adam Ellis went into the kitchen to grab a beer from the fridge and noticed both of his cats staring out his second-story window. When he looked out, he saw someone standing on the roof of the building next door, staring back at him.
Oh my god.
Adam pulled out his phone and snapped a quick picture, but by the time he had steadied his hand for a second pic, the person was gone. Adam was convinced that it was the ghost that had haunted him for months. Dear David. He tweeted, "I'm sure it was him. He's not going away. I don't know what to do." Soon after the incident, Adam had another dream about Dear David. One night he says he had a nightmare where he saw Dear David sitting in a chair near his bed. In the dream, Adam grabbed his phone from his bedside and started snapping pictures. He says David slowly limped over to his bedside until they were face to face. The boy mumbled incoherently as his eyes rolled back in his head, revealing only the whites. Dear David began crawling onto Adam's bed. Then suddenly Adam woke up in a panic. The ghost child was nowhere in sight. It had only been a dream. Except Adam found the pictures that he thought he'd taken in a dream were actually on his phone. Despite some strange nightmares, nothing happened for another week. Then Adam began to hear strange noises coming from the attic above him. Odd thumps, multiple loud crashes, and even something that sounded like footsteps crossing his ceiling. After these sounds continued several nights, he decided to investigate.
Oh my
Now,
god.
the only entrance to the attic was a hatch in the hallway that was impossible to reach without a long ladder. So instead, Adam tried using a telescoping utility pole, planning to push the hatch door open to see if a squirrel or some other animal had somehow gotten into the attic. He filmed himself pushing open the hatch.
Caucasians. What?
Let me just
That is true.
discover
That is true.
what's up there.
Yes.
Let's just see.
Oh yeah, this part is creepy actually. It's
Yeah.
really weird.
shit. Oh,
Yeah, that is really weird.
it's a dead rat.
No, it's not. Watch once you see it.
It's a buck.
As you can see in the video, something fell from the attic when Adam pushed open the doors. Upon investigation, it turned out to be a small, old-fashioned leather shoe.
Yeah.
After this incident, Adam decided that he had had enough of investigating the attic space himself.
It was like
He
perfectly
texted his
there because you
landlord and
barely
told him
opened
that he
it.
Yeah,
thought
that's
there was
the thing.
something,
Yeah.
perhaps an animal, living in the attic crawl space. The landlord came over with a ladder and checked, but he found nothing,
It's clean.
except for a single green marble. Over the next weeks, Adam Ellis says that he had terrible sleep with more strange dreams. When he awoke each night, he couldn't shake the feeling that something had been in the room, but he had just missed it. So Adam put a camera in his bedroom,
This one is creepy.
set to
Oh my God,
capture
this is
one photo per
creepy.
minute
Why?
all night long. The next morning, Adam awoke to find that the camera had mostly just captured hundreds of photos of him sleeping quietly in bed. But as he scrolled through the photos, his blood ran cold. There he was, dear
Oh,
David, standing in a
fuck
chair near the
no.
Yeah.
foot of the
Yeah,
bed,
that looks so
staring
weird.
at Adam as he slept. In the next photo, David appears to be staring at the ceiling. Then he collapses onto the chair. In the next few photos, David is gone. Nothing can be seen in the pictures but Adam Ellis sleeping in bed. Then suddenly, dear David is right beside Adam's bed. Then on the bed, staring at Adam.
Oh.
Looks like
Then
Chucky.
staring
Yeah.
directly at the camera. Dear David suddenly disappears again. But there was one last photo on the phone. What looks like the side of a
That's
head.
fucking creepy. Yeah. That's creepy.
That's creepy.
Adam Ellis tweeted, "I'm at a loss for words. That malformed ear, that stringy hair. I didn't even know what to think." So that's the creepy story of Dear David so far. Is it real? Or is
it's
Adam
not a
Ellis
part three?
perpetrating
No,
an
there's no
elaborate
updates
hoax?
there's
on
no
Dear David
updates,
right now.
yeah.
We've been
Inside.
waiting for an update, and this video I believe
If you enjoyed
released
this video and want to
a
see
year
more,
or two
Yeah,
years ago.
it's been quite
Yeah,
some
so it's been
time
quite some
already.
time. So he doesn't have like an update on anything right now.
hope
So
he's okay.
I know.
I hope he's
Well,
okay.
what do you think about that? Because
know.
those pictures freaked me out. And though if you actually, us as photographers, if you look at that, that's kind of hard to manipulate something like that into a the quality of the
Yeah.
photo. It's hard to manipulate
No,
that
it
into
is,
the
yeah.
photo. So
yeah, because it's obviously the kind of bad quality anyways
Yeah,
because
that's
they were
why.
zooming in.
exactly.
But the figure was blended well
Yeah.
with the photos.
That's what I'm
like
saying.
too well. So
yeah, that's what I'm
it's
saying.
hard
That
to-
that looked too real to me.
Yeah.
Because coming from a photographer's perspective,
Yeah.
it would take hours to just edit something like that. And the fact that he had so many photos like that, it would take hours per photo just to make something look as if it's part of that photo.
Right.
Yeah.
That shit is fucking real to me. That is creepy, especially the way if you look at his body and his
Yeah.
head, it's so deformed to the
Yeah.
point where it's not like fully apparent.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
like
Yeah, I mean the last picture with the hair that could be played off,
it could.
but the actual figures
Yeah.
from the beginning is hard to play that off.
That's why
for
I'm
sure,
saying
yeah.
it's not easy, and
Yeah.
it would take tons of editing just to do that. And
Yeah.
I don't, and
Sure.
like he said, he has a lot of work to do with his drawings and animation. Why would he take hours to spend on trying to make something paranormal?
Right.
Like
Yeah.
that shit is crazy. Like, how did you feel about that? Because you were already creeping out by a lot of
Yeah,
it.
exactly.
I was just creeped out by the animal.
Yeah, yeah.
I believe in it 100%.
Yeah.
I don't doubt it
Yeah.
at all.
Yeah, because what you already told us earlier too, with some of your experiences, it's
Yeah.
almost the same
It's
exact thing.
relatable.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
very
Yeah, yeah.
relatable. Yeah.
Definitely. But
Yeah.
I feel like his is on like a whole nother
It's
level.
a different level.
It
Well,
is.
also you gotta think.
And he's interacting with them.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
The other thing is, the Dear David died in the same building where he lives. Remember what he was saying was there was a store beneath where he used to live, and that's where
yeah.
David died.
Yeah.
So he's pretty much haunting that
Yeah.
whole area.
What tripped me out was the shoe too, because he barely opened that.
Yeah, and it popped out.
Yeah, and it popped
Yeah.
out. So
Just
it's
right
like
there.
perfectly placed.
And there's
You
no
know.
way, like you saw he was standing on the stairs. Like it's
Yeah.
hard to
Yeah.
get a pair of ladders up there
Yeah.
just to put a shoe up there.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to waste my time trying to
I'm
put
not
a
gonna
shoe.
just.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and of
no.
course, if you
Yeah.
have like neighbors or something like that, they're gonna be. Why do you have that ladder there? Oh, I'm just
Yeah.
putting a shoe up here, guys. Like,
It's for
you
my
know,
video content.
yeah, no, and especially you would have to place that shoe perfectly.
Influencers
To
now.
let-
I know, right?
to let
Yeah.
it fall out. Yeah.
Yeah, for it to fall
it for
out,
the
you
gram.
would literally have to push it and try to tuck your finger under there,
Right.
Yeah.
just to try
Yeah.
to. That's hard.
That is hard.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
tough. So whatever was there, maybe David or something like maybe he put it there
Yeah.
when he was younger or a kid or
Yeah.
something like. But that shit is still creepy to me.
Yeah.
I
It
mean,
is
what
really
do you
creepy.
think?
I mean, rewatching it's just creepy in
Yeah.
general. I don't like seeing the pictures.
Yeah, the
Oh, yeah.
pictures is the creepiest
Yeah,
part.
because I feel like it took me a while to go to sleep with just not
I
having
remember,
to
yeah, I
like
know.
remind. Cause
She was
yeah,
terrified.
Because like that
Aw.
image
Yeah.
just like sinks into my head. So
Yeah.
I'm just
She's like, we need to
oh.
take pictures now.
No,
Set
you know
the
what?
camera
See the
So,
naked guy right next to you.
no, you know what? So this is what me and her, because we have what are those the cameras called?
The monitors?
Yeah,
we
so
call
we-
it our baby monitors.
Yeah, so we have like
Yeah.
baby monitors to keep
Oh.
tabs on our chinchillas,
Yeah.
and then I don't know
Oh.
if you know we have a bird now.
Oh yes, like
Yeah.
you guys
Yeah.
traded it and
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah. So we have a bird now. So what we were actually thinking was because we have like two of those video monitors, like kind of like what he has. You know?
Yeah.
What we were actually thinking of was overnight when we're sleeping is let it record us to see if it captures anything.
But then I'm kind of scared.
But
to
she's
do
scared
it.
to do
I'm
it because
like,
she doesn't
no.
want us to know if there is something at nighttime. Whether
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah, because it's just creepy.
I am down for it just to
I'm
know.
not.
Because you're Caucasian.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, I'm half.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm half. Okay. That Filipino side of me, of course. It's like I'm like okay.
But you still
yeah.
don't believe in the Filipino superstitions.
I don't. That's the only
Yeah.
thing. Like, there's too many Filipino
there
superstitions.
are.
That's the
Yeah,
thing.
there
You know, there's too many of them out there that I just don't believe in. You know, like there's been stuff from family friends that I've been told, and then
Yeah.
of course my side of the family, they've told me things, and I'm like, I don't believe in it. Yeah, I don't believe in that. You know, but yeah, I do feel like that's my white side.
Yeah, it is.
Like she even makes fun of me for saying
Yeah.
like one of my taglines now is like I love ghosts. Like I love the fact of knowing ghosts exist.
Yeah.
And I actually do want
Yeah.
to go out and kind of.
He wants to go ghost hunting.
I do.
He
My
wants to get the
family used to
closest
go
as
ghost
possible.
hunting.
Really?
Oh,
Yeah.
You
we-
want to go ghost hunting?
I'll go ghost hunting.
Yeah,
But
there
You go.
my family
you
used
could
to.
go with her.
We used to go to like abandoned like homes or like
Ooh,
warehouses
yeah.
and
Yeah.
like there's
No.
this place in the Bay Area called Stowe Lake and
So late.
Stowe Lake
Stowe Lake.
STOWE.
Okay.
And there's actually a statue dedicated to the mom that died there and her two kids.
Oh.
So what happened? What's the story behind
That's
that? Do you know?
haunted. For sure.
I don't know for sure like what the exact story is, but I guess like there's like a dog, and I think like one of the
Oh, that
kids.
sounds creepy already.
Yeah.
It's like a baby in a
Drowned.
stroller, and then there was another kid that like. I think she had like a toddler that was like running around, but like I believe somehow like one of the kids fell in the lake and the mom tried getting
Getting-
after
yeah.
the kid, and then she died, and I don't know what happened to the other kid, and like all
Damn.
three of them died, and they dedicated like this statue to the kids. It's weird though too. Sorry, I gotta push down the air.
You're good. You're good.
It's weird because then I'll hear things from like from my family. Like I guess like the kids with the statue. Obviously, you can't change the statue. I mean, you
Right.
could, but like the statue will like move.
Oh.
And like the kids will be like in different places or
Positions, yeah.
positions.
Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah, and
Hell
we
no.
went ghost hunting there one
Oh.
time, and one of my cousins,
Did you guys
there's like
record or no?
record.
Yeah, did you just
Oh,
film it?
oh
Or
no.
Oh, okay, you just did it for fun.
No, that'd be scary. But one of my cousins, there's like a bench there, and then he like walked up there, and like there was like a little blue mitten that was left by the lake. It was like nighttime too,
Mm-hmm.
but like
That's still the worst time.
Yeah, that is active
yeah.
That's still the worst time.
yeah, but I mean, it could be like anyone's blue little mitten, but like I think just the fact that we know this story and it's just creepy.
No, I know. Yeah, no, I've been wanting like. I don't know what intrigued me to.
He's just trying to die early.
No,
He's already close to retirement. Yeah, he just wants to take
no,
it.
honestly.
He wants a haunted doll.
No,
wants to get
okay,
one.
so this is the story behind
No,
it.
I know.
I like ghost hunting. No, I don't know about that.
No, okay. I'm just very curious. Like, I'm just very curious because we watched, like I said, we watched so much
But
paranormal
you've had
stuff.
other experiences that you've seen things.
Yeah,
He
I
wants to
have.
get
Asking
closer.
for more.
Yeah, no,
Yes.
like I
It's
said,
not enough for
it's
him.
not enough. I want more.
He wants to feel it.
No, so like I will get into I did share some of my experiences yesterday with Michael and stuff like that, but for some reason I have experienced a lot of weird things in my life, when it comes to paranormal stuff. Her and him, of course she's experienced a little thing, some things we can't really talk about, but there
I can
are
tell you after the podcast.
yeah, we can tell you after the podcast. But,
Sounds good.
Yeah, but there are like even him, like he's definitely more of a skeptic. But I feel like when you actually believe in the paranormal, you definitely experience a lot more. But it's not something that it's your mind; it's literally happening.
Like it's just there.
I think it's also
Yeah.
kind of like once you believe in it, these ghosts or these spirits kind of make their name there, or it's like they make their self known towards you, so it's like, okay, that shit is fucking real.
Or you're just so paranoid to where like you think like the sign that falls off is like
No, I mean, no,
something
that shit is.
paranormal.
I'm not gonna say every time something
Yeah,
falls
no,
off. It's
that was just a joke.
That was more
Yeah.
a joke.
That was
But
just a
I mean,
yeah.
like just
Yeah.
saying that as an example, like
Yeah.
since you believe it so deeply, you
Yeah.
think little things like that is paranormal, as if somebody who doesn't believe in it
Yeah.
so deeply is just like brushes it
No,
off.
no,
like,
no.
oh,
Of course,
shit,
no.
you
But
know?
I know when to
Yeah.
kind of say,
When there's actually something
when there's
there.
actually something.
Yeah.
When I've so I'll go into one thing that I actually experienced before, and this is when I was younger. This is in middle school, so this is around 2004, 2003 or something like that, right? So, this is during the time I had food poisoning, and I will never forget that because that was the worst food poisoning I've ever dealt with.
That's terrible.
Yeah, I was out of my parents took me out of school for almost a week and a half. If I'm correct, it came from Taco Time. So you guys don't know Taco Time.
No.
Taco
I
Time.
love fucking Taco Time.
Taco Time is one of my favorite. It's a Washington-based like taco franchise, but it's
It's like Taco Bell but better.
It is.
It is actually.
It is.
Yeah.
It is
Yeah.
better than Taco Bell.
The first time
It
I
is.
tried, I was like, "This is actually way better."
It
than
is
Taco
better
Bell.
than
gotta
Taco
go.
Bell. Yes, you have to go to Seattle. So
I do.
no, but it's so good. But I forget what I exactly ordered. But right after I ate something from Taco Time, I got sick, and I already jumped. My parents already jumped to the conclusion it was like food poisoning. So, anyways, yeah, they took me out from school for about a week, almost 2 weeks actually, and I was pretty much. I couldn't sleep in the bed. I was sleeping on the floor the whole time, right? Well, anyways, my parents had work and stuff like that, so I was pretty much left at home alone. So I don't know, garbage cans have evolved quite a bit, right? You have garbage cans like ours.
Over his
where-
time.
Fuck you.
They say the same pretty much for me.
Fuck you. So they have garbage cans where you can press, it opens up, and then
Yeah.
press down, back down,
yeah,
right?
Yeah.
So one of the garbage cans that we had, it was a little bit bigger, and when you press it, it swings kind of open, right? So the thing is, that I don't know if they have those anymore. I think those are super old school.
Yeah, it was cool. Yeah.
Yeah, old school. So, anyways, during my time, I was starting to get better, and I ate some food, threw some stuff in the garbage, and it was like I said, it was one of those swaying garbage cans
Yeah.
where it's like, boom, you throw it in, it just kind of goes back and forth. Anyways, after that, like, I don't know, maybe like an hour or something later. This is what freaked me out, and I still don't know if it's paranormal or if it's something that was fucking with my mind. But I go back in the kitchen, and that swinging thing kept swinging. I walk into the kitchen, and the thing kept swinging, and I can't really explain it. I know what I saw, and I didn't touch the garbage can, like I said, for almost an hour. But it just kept swinging and swinging and swinging. I was
Yeah.
like, what the fuck? It got to the point where I just stopped it, and then it finally stopped. But I told my parents about it, and for some reason, my mom thinks it could have been, my grandma. You know, we do have quite a bit of. My mom had this portrait painted of my grandma that we have in there. We have quite a bit of photos and stuff. You know, the last time I remember my grandma was when I was a kid, because she passed when I was young. So she passed probably when I was 5 or 6. So that's the last thing I pretty much remember. But my mom, when I told her this story, what she believes in is the fact that we have so much things with my grandma around the house.
Yeah.
She thinks maybe my grandma the spirit might have been with us during that time.
But you know what's crazy? Like, that's the first time I'm hearing that story, but that's not the first time you experienced that.
Okay.
I remember the other time was when you, Pops, and Mom were at like this haunted place, and you went to the bathroom with your Pops.
Yeah.
And you
Queen
threw
Mary?
something in the
Oh,
bathroom.
Queen Mary.
Yeah, I was gonna
Queen
mention
Mary.
Queen Mary,
that.
okay,
You
yeah,
said
so-
the trash can also spin
Yeah,
there.
okay, that's a.
So maybe
I
something is
totally
following you.
No,
I don't know.
I was thinking.
I
in my
totally
head.
forgot
I was
about
like,
that
wait,
one.
you
Yeah,
never told
yeah.
me this story, but
Yeah.
I know the Queen Mary
I thought I
story.
told you that
Mary.
story.
No, you never did.
Queen
You
Mary,
told
the
us.
ship?
Yeah, the ship here in Long
Yeah.
Beach. Yeah,
It's haunted.
it's haunted.
We should all go.
Yeah, no, we should.
go.
I'm
just kidding. I'm
Oh,
just
yeah.
kidding. Not
Yes.
me.
No, you know, me and her have
I'm
been.
down to go to that
Me and
one.
her have been talking about trying to get as many of our friends to go that are down to go, because a lot of people are scared. First of all, because
Pussies.
facts. Hey, if you're down to go, I would love for you guys to go.
I'll
with us
literally make a
because-
trip down here
Yes,
to go.
no, that would be
Yes,
fun
we
because
will.
now that we're live streaming, we would live stream that shit.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
Oh,
just
man,
to show.
What if we lagged though?
No, we wouldn't.
Yeah.
No, I'm pretty sure.
Tell her the story behind.
Okay,
Queen
so
Mary.
see the fact that I even forgot. I'm telling the truth. Like, this is facts. So what happened with Queen Mary was.
Well, tell her what the Queen Mary is based off of.
Okay, so
Your first
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Queen Mary, you know, it's a ship. I'm sure you know kind of the
I
story
just
about
know
it.
it's a ship.
It's a ship. Okay,
That's
so
haunted.
it was a ship pretty much like I believe in the 1920s, 1930s that actually picked up a lot of soldiers that were injured in the war. Now a lot of these soldiers ended up passing on the ship, which makes it haunted. You know, and we watched even Nuke's Top 5 has had quite a few videos with Queen Mary hauntings
Marys,
and stuff like
yeah.
that. But there is one room, if I remember, it was like
B30.
B4 something, B420 or
Yeah,
something like that.
It's
So-
like a one suite.
It's
in the-
one suite, literally
Yeah.
one suite in the Queen Mary that is fully haunted.
Yeah.
People, you have to request that room if you want to go in there because it's haunted. So we've watched so many videos and paranormal investigators. They go into this room, and in this room they already have Ouija boards. They already have all the stuff, everything that you could possibly want
They
as a
even
ghost
have
hunter.
like this
No.
pole, like a squared pole, and they
Yeah.
have like
All the hauntings that have
imprinted writings. That's like based on their
Oh,
experience,
no.
like
In
this
that room,
Yeah.
only in that room.
Yeah.
Yes.
like-
Wow.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's crazy.
But it's real. It's
It's
active.
real. It's active.
Yeah.
It's very active. And
Oh
we even
my.
one of the
Yeah.
guys we watch,
What?
Omar Gosh TV.
Yeah.
He actually filmed himself sleeping in the bed of this room, and you
Yeah.
see the lamps falling on him, and he didn't even wake. It didn't wake him
Sorry,
up.
sir.
No.
I didn't mean to laugh at you.
We're
gonna come for you now.
We're like even like what the fuck, because it's weird. So the lamp fell on him and he didn't wake up. He didn't know until the morning time that it
his
fell
lamp
on him.
Fell. I was like, oh, what?
We're like, what the fuck? But other than that,
Dang.
yeah, it's
know.
really weird. So other than that, there was a lot of paranormal investigators go just to that room because they want to play with the Ouija board and call.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
but other things that we've seen is like doors closing and stuff like
Yeah.
that, and it's very paranormal. And even a lot of the people that have gone there said it's very demonic. So.
Oh no.
Yeah, so that room, that's why they literally close off that room to the public unless you request it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's where we're going.
Yeah, that's where. I mean, no, we're not going in there.
That's where you're going.
We're not going in there. But okay, I will
We're gonna
tell
leave
you.
John in
I
there.
have been on the
Sleep
Queen.
well.
I know.
Yeah.
I have been on the Queen Mary twice. Okay, so the first experience, like what you were talking about. So this is the very first experience. I went there with my parents. I think it was 2010 2010, 2011, when we first came down here for vacation and stuff, you know. Found out about the Queen Mary, found out, because they actually have haunted tours.
Yeah.
They have haunted tours. So we actually went on the haunted tour just to see, you know, how it was. And it was creepy. But and then after that, they let you kind of roam around. And so what happened was I needed to go to the restroom. I go to the restroom, and the restrooms are very old looking. Like I said, it smells bad. It's nothing new. Like I said, the ship in general, once you get on there, it smells very old and very bad. It's old. So, you know, I had gone to the bathroom, and you know, I'm doing my thing, and I throw away the garbage, you know, like a paper towel. And it had one of those old spinny things, right? And I push it very lightly. And, you know, I look in the mirror, and then all of a sudden, I see that shit. It keeps spinning. That shit had my hair standing up. I was like, I did not push that shit hard enough to keep spinning like that. It takes, like I said, for those things, it takes a lot of force for it to keep spinning and spinning.
And it won't spin for that long either.
It won't spin for that long, if anything. And it kept spinning. After I saw that, I literally ran out of the bathroom, and I told my dad, Pops, like, the garbage thing was spinning, like I told you guys before, because like I said, I was already done with high school was I? No, I wasn't done with high school yet. It was during high school, and I had told him, you know, I had that experience with the garbage can keep spinning. And he was like, really? I was like, yeah, this shit is really weird. And, you know, he goes in there and doesn't experience anything. And then so the very second experience I have, I think it was like 2015 when we went in there again to Queen Mary. The first experience was 2010, 2011. Anyway, so this time we actually go through the whole ship, and there's the boiler room. The boiler room was
shit.
This is where it's dark.
Yeah, this is a crazy
this is
one.
more creepy and everything like that. So just kind of going through the boiler room. And, you know, after a lot of the videos that me and her have watched, that's why I understand. I'm like, okay.
How haunted it is.
That's
actually
usually
is.
where shit goes down,
Yes,
though.
the
Man.
boiler
Like
room.
every
The boiler
place,
room.
the boiler
It's
room.
always the
And
boiler
like
room.
once again, it smells really bad. Like I said, this ship is really old and stuff. So, anyways, you know, this is when I first had my camera. You know, first professional camera. Still super old and not the best, but I knew this place was kind of haunted, right? But I didn't really fully believe in it at that time. So we're going around through the boiler room. I'm just snapping pictures with my flash and not even thinking. I was like, what if I catch something, you know? So anyways, you know, after that day, I go ahead. I had my laptop, pop in the photos and look. And all of a sudden, I see this figure in the pictures. And I wish I still...
like a cat with figures.
Yeah, I wish I still had the photo to show proof, just because I saw it with my own eyes in the photo. I didn't see it when I was taking the photo, but once I went back and I saw like a face, a white face, and it was creepy. And I was like, okay, after this, I was like, I believe in this shit like heavy. You know, I never believed. Like I said, I was more like you when I was younger. I never really believed in that stuff, but I experienced.
I am you.
Yeah.
But younger.
Yeah, exactly.
I am you.
No, but like I said, I never really believed in that kind of stuff when I was younger. It was morely like, you know, I experienced some weird stuff and I seen some weird stuff. I never was like, oh yeah, it's a ghost and you know stuff and things like that. But from those experiences and up to now and watching a lot of these videos, it really has opened my mind to the part where I'm like, I fully believe in paranormal activity.
Yeah.
You know, and
It's out there.
yeah, it's out there. Like you said,
I believe it.
No, yeah, and like I said, I would definitely say the Queen Mary is 100% haunted. And going back to kind of like where I love ghosts. Like I do wanna, I do love ghosts, and I love the thing behind it. Of course, you know, like when you think of ghosts and paranormal, I think a lot of these films nowadays, like Conjuring, and it creeps more people out. But you also got to think about ghosts in general could be your family member, a dying person in your family that is also just trying to reach out to let you know that they're there.
They're not always bad.
They're not always bad, you know. So
Not
and that, like when I say I love ghosts, it's just I love the fact that knowing that we could be out there in the afterlife and still trying to communicate with people. You know, it's still crazy that there could possibly be a third dimension that there is, and our family.
That's why I think like sleep paralysis is such a crazy thing.
You should talk about your sleep
That's what I was getting at.
paralysis.
I wanna hear
just
about
being
your
in the
sleep
middle world.
paralysis.
She's
you know?
had some crazy experiences.
This
I
is
want to
why
hear.
Yeah.
This is why I don't want the baby monitor to go rolling throughout the night, because I get creeped out.
Yeah.
But sleep paralysis has always been with me because my dad gets like that too. So it's usually just me and him. I don't know why.
Even for me,
So-
I've never had sleep paralysis.
That's
So
good.
yeah, I don't know about it.
I've had it once.
You've had
Yeah,
it
I've had it once. Have you?
Yeah.
You never? Yeah.
no,
Wait, you never had?
No.
Oh my gosh. Well, that's good. It's not fun. So like I've had a few times already where like, you know, I'm dreaming and then I would wake up but I'm not fully awake. It's like in my mind I know I'm awake but my body's still asleep and I can't move. So it's like usually I get sleep paralysis in a certain position. So if I lay down like this with my legs kind of like folded up, it's weird. It's always that position. I get a sleep paralysis. And it's really weird. It takes me a while to fight it off, but then once I do, I'm like, could just keep breathing heavily.
Yeah.
But that was like throughout like when I was younger.
So what was your worst experience?
This one will be the first.
Yes.
So it happened recently here when I started living with Corey. So.
It is kind of funny in my opinion too.
I know.
It's kind of funny, but I had no idea. So she'll talk about it though.
So like
shit.
my sleep paralysis, like, so usually I'm, you know, in that position, right? This time I get it when I'm not in that position anymore. So it's kind of scary because then now I'm just like, how do I
no.
sleep now?
Yeah.
Yes.
You're not safe.
Yeah, I know, I'm not safe anymore. But okay, so there was this one time. This is not the worst one though. But there was this one time I'm still sleeping on my back, but I don't have my legs folded up like that. So it was the middle. I was taking a nap, and then I don't know where I kind of just like, cause sometimes I tend to sleep with my eyes a little bit open. You know how
Oh no,
you just like
not just once in a while, all the time.
Really?
All the time. I literally see her sleeping like she's like, and that's why sometimes what I'll do is when she's doing that, I'll take pictures of her.
Yes.
Oh my
God. So,
And then I'll show her the next day and like,
oh,
"Love, look
I was
at this."
sleeping like this.
So much more to love.
Exactly.
With all the burps and
Yes.
all the farts.
Exactly.
You know.
Yeah, exactly.
So this time, yeah, so I was sleeping like that with my eyes a little bit open, and then I'm just like, dang, I can see the room, but like I can't move, and I'm like trying to fight it. And then Corey walks in, and I'm like, in my head, I'm yelling, "Love, like love, wake me up!" And then I can't talk. Like, you know, you're just like stuck here. And then like he's
Oh god.
he's over here like he's like love. He's like doing this.
Because I see her eye.
And I'm over here like, love, wake me up.
Because all I see is her eyes open. So the thing is, I had no idea.
That's so fucked up.
Why
couldn't you read her mind?
Yeah.
But it was funny at the time.
Has the video too.
Yeah, I do.
So you could remember it.
Actually,
Yeah,
I should
yeah.
see
I
if I
could
could.
remember
I'll have
it.
to show you after the
Oh my
podcast.
God,
But
yeah. Like I literally trying to yell for his name, and I'm like, stop recording me, and I'm just wake me up.
Oh no.
And then like, cause sometimes whenever I think of that, I think it's my dream too. So I
Yeah.
second guess myself. So when I'm fully awake, you know, and then I'm just like talking to him like, hey, love, like, you know, were you recording me while I was sleeping? And he was like, you saw me doing that?
I literally thought she was sleeping. That's the thing.
I was like, okay, that wasn't my dream. I was like stuck in a sleep paralysis. Though. I was trying to quit. But that was like a funny one.
Yeah.
But another one. This is the most creepiest one I've had.
Oh, no.
So like this time, yeah, I was sleeping on my side. So
Was that
Corey-
here?
Yeah,
Or-
it was here
okay.
still. So like I normally sleep on. You would call it on the right side of the bed, right? So if you guys are
Yeah.
laying down, I'm on the right, and then Corey's
Yeah,
on the
yeah,
left.
you're on the right.
Yeah, so I'm like sleeping like this, like facing him. But he likes having this pillow in between as like
A
No,
barrier.
You don't
A spirit barrier.
leave room for Jesus.
No, it's like I don't know how you guys sleep, but you know I really like having something in between my legs when I
Yeah.
sleep.
Oh,
so
Like,
he
okay,
likes
yeah,
having
yeah.
that pillow there.
Yeah, so because for me, I toss and turn quite a bit. So I literally have a pillow on my left and right. So if I turn on my right, it's right there already. If I turn on my left, it's right there already.
Spoiled.
So
I know,
Yeah.
right? I'm
I
over
spoiled
here
Must be
like
a
on the
Caucasian
side.
thing.
I spoil myself.
I know.
Yeah.
And I'm over here like, I want to cuddle.
Yeah.
Like,
I
I know.
No, because once we're asleep, honestly, we don't really
We
cuddle
don't,
that much.
yeah,
We're
just
I wish I
like,
had
we're
that
just
problem.
knocked out.
Yeah, we're done. Like honestly,
Done.
it's all about like
Soon.
That's why I've been I've been meaning to try to buy one of those pillows because they have those pillows so you can use between your legs. It's just one of those things that it's comfortable.
I
you
need
know?
one of those.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're almost the same
Yeah.
way. Okay. Yeah. So
Yeah.
you
I
know
don't
how
have
it
two
is.
pillows.
Yeah.
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 Hey, I have one in case I turn the other way and then one the other way.
I'm gonna need multiple. I don't have anyone.
That's true. That is facts. That
They,
is
they
facts.
sell those like girlfriend pillows.
Yeah, I
You
need
might just need a blow up doll.
I need a hentai one. You know.
He's gonna get a blow up doll soon
Oh,
enough.
God.
Yeah.
His birthday.
I'm not that
Oh, his
desperate.
birthday's coming up.
Oh yeah, his birthday is coming up next
mail
month.
it
Next month.
So we might have to just get you a
Yes,
blow
we're
up
gonna
doll.
have
Yeah.
Thank you. My wishes come true.
There we go.
Oh God.
Okay, love.
Back to your worst experience.
Yes, there you
Enough
go.
about me. We know where I stand.
His
okay?
girlfriendless self.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm sleeping towards Corey, and then he has his pillow. So like this
Oh god.
was like
Blow up doll coming soon.
I
guys.
know, right? So this was like late at night. I want to say maybe like 2 or 3 in the morning, and then so yeah, we have some like night lights. I guess because like
Oh,
these big
the
neon-
projections.
the
Yeah,
projections and stuff. So like
Okay.
our starlight
Yeah.
galaxy
Oh,
thing.
cute.
Yeah.
So I can kind of see the room still. So like I'm kind of like waking up a little, but I'm still in the dream. But then like I kept feeling that there's something behind me, and I feel like it's not really something like friendly. I feel like there's like this darkness behind me, but I can't see it. I can't turn around. I'm stuck.
Yeah.
So like I'm like in my head, I'm still calling for him to wake me up, but I know in my head he's sleeping. I was like, damn, like how am I gonna wake up from this? And then like this thing I just started seeing like this black like mist, kind of. It looks like veins. And it's like starting to wrap around me and like
Some
trying to
Harry
like
Potter shit.
yeah, Death Eaters.
Yeah.
So that's the first time I've actually seen something, but I don't know if it's real or if it's just my brain tricking me. Because whenever I'm in a sleep paralysis, I don't see anything. Even though if I see the room, everything looks normal, but I never actually see anything. And this was the first time I was actually like, what the fuck? Like, what is this? And then I'm just like, lounging, please, like, help me take it. And then like he nudged, he moved a little, just a slight bit, and that movement helped me. After that, I was just like, I was able to get out of it.
You're free.
And then yeah. He was just like,
But I didn't even know. Like I literally was just moving.
he
What
was-
an
he
angel.
Angel.
My savior.
My savior. Princess Fiona. The shark come and saved you.
I had no idea. Like I said, I move around a lot when I sleep too. That's the thing.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
that was like the worst one. But then
Oh,
this
no.
this other one I've had, this was way before. I think this was like the first time I've started sleeping over here.
Okay.
Yeah.
This wasn't a sleep paralysis. It's more like a nightmare that I didn't even remember.
Ooh.
So like, remember one time I woke up and I was just like, I'm okay.
You're
I'm
breathing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, I mean,
yeah, you
this-
remember that. I think you remember that one.
What happened?
I guess you could,
Remember.
I guess you could tell because I don't remember it. So
Okay, so pretty
I
much-
don't remember what happened.
Yeah, okay, so pretty much what happened was we were sleeping and she started talking in her sleep. And I looking at her, I was like, what the hell is going on? And this was the first time I experienced her in a sleep paralysis, right?
I'm like, oh.
Yeah, so all of a sudden she starts talking in her sleep and she's kind of like moving around and I didn't know what the hell was happening, so I kind of like held her and held her down and she was still asleep, but and then she was like, I'm okay. I was like, what the heck? Like, what is happening? And then she finally woke up, and then she's like, what happened? I was like, I have no idea, but all of a sudden you just started saying, I'm okay.
And I was like, well, I am okay. So
Fucking Luigi's Mansion.
Yeah,
Saved her.
I know.
From the ghost, he was sucking him up.
Yeah, it was really weird. I don't know, and that's why sometimes we'll joke around and I'll be like, I'm okay.
Oh God.
It's really weird, but yeah, like it kind of. It also freaked me out at the same time because I didn't know what she was experiencing. And that's why I had to, I held her down because I wasn't sure if she was having like a panic attack or some kind of weird attack.
Exorcism.
Exorcism.
That too.
Yeah. I had no idea, but she was literally just kind of shaking, and that's when I was holding her down, she was doing that shaking, and then she finally woke up. Yeah, it was intense.
Shaking.
Yeah, it
The whole
was.
bed is just like, oh,
Yeah, no,
Fucking magnificent. Magnificent shaking.
Magnificent shit. You did a great job, Luigi. No, it was really weird though. Like
I
Damn.
didn't even remember.
yeah, she doesn't remember.
I just knew that I was kind of breathing hard, but I don't even remember what dream I
Oh my
had.
god.
Yeah, like it's really creepy. Like
Yeah.
I've been like, I've always had really crazy dreams. Sometimes it's like I get used to it because of how crazy it could be, but then there are times where like it does get scarier. Yeah.
Oh,
Like I've dreamt
no.
about like ghosts or like even demonic things. I've seen it. Like it's weird, but I don't know if it's real. That's the thing. Like my mind is
Yeah.
like a fantasy, so
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
know if it's real or not.
Damn.
Yeah.
Magnificent.
That's why you need to just be a cow. And just have Abraham Lincoln come for you and his daughter. Yeah, everything will be okay.
Yeah.
You know?
That might be a
so
little bit better.
crazy.
Yeah, that might be a little.
better.
Oh man, like speaking of dreams, I don't really like dream.
Yeah.
I dream like once in a while, but it's crazy that you like brought up dreams. Do you guys ever have dreams about like people like dying,
Oh yes, I've had those.
and
Oh,
then
like
it
when
like
you,
happens?
Oh, it actually happened.
Oh.
Oh, not that it actually happens.
You're a
I
sidekick.
think-
Has that happened to you?
Oh, well, okay. So with my mom, things happened.
She's still
Maybe
alive
I
though.
could stop. I could start with my mom.
Okay.
For example, I'll say two about my mom. So
Okay.
one, she's friends with someone she's friends with. Their son tried to hang himself.
Oh.
And she had a dream of him, I think like the night before or maybe that same night, and she was looking at a picture of him and he was like turning like blue or like purple.
Oh.
So that's one.
Oh.
Yes.
But did this really happen?
He did try to commit suicide.
Damn.
Yeah. And
so
then
it's like a vision.
Yeah.
she's scary.
Oh.
Damn.
Don't let
She
her
has
dream about you.
powers.
And
She has powers.
I know this other one.
She's Raven.
She is, but like
She's
not
in the future.
but like
Yeah.
a scary paranormal Raven.
Oh, shit. Okay.
The second one about my mom, she had a dream. We had like this family friend in the Philippines. He's like a comedian in the Philippines.
Okay.
And so she had a dream that he like died, or she thought it was like real. She thought he like actually like passed away, and then like a couple weeks later like he did actually pass away. And my mom was like, wait, I thought he like died like
Yeah.
already.
Yeah.
But yeah, so my mom is like that.
Oh.
She
Damn.
has death dreams.
Oh.
Yeah, you can
That's
foresee
crazy.
Before it
that.
happens,
Yeah.
yeah.
Gosh,
And
yeah.
it's crazy
Yeah.
because with me, I haven't had anything like that extreme, but I have my dreams that I have had. They're kind of like more so warnings. I feel like my grandpa passed away, but I had a dream. I don't remember like what exactly happened in the dream, but like I dreamt of him. Also he has I don't even know what he had. Like he had like a diabetes, and he was just like
Some
sick.
kind of illness.
Yeah, but I mean it was like he was able to like, if he took care of himself, he's able to like, I feel like he could have overcame it,
Yeah.
or like he could have like managed it better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I had a dream about him, and I don't remember what happened, but I remember like telling my aunt like that I had a dream about him, and that he should take care of himself.
Oh, okay.
Because I was really worried. I knew like deep down, like I was really worried about him because I felt like something was gonna happen. And then later in the month, he ended up having a stroke.
A stroke. Okay.
Yeah, and he had like he was taking like medication that his blood wasn't like able to like clot very well, so he had like bleeding in his brain, and he did end up passing away. But that's like something that happened, and like not a dream, but my grandma, there was one time it was when I was awake, but like I smelled like this floral scent, and it smelled like a grandma. And then like that during that time I had a therapist. So I talked to my therapist, and I was telling her, that I told her about like me smelling that scent, and like me like feeling like that a grandma was like passing away, or like that one of my grandmas are gonna like, you know, pass on, and like
just had that gut feeling.
I thought it was gonna be it's gonna sound fucked up, but I thought it was gonna be like my grandma on my dad's side. I don't really talk to her, she's kind of an asshole.
So you're hoping, you're like, yeah, it's gonna be that one. Yeah, if anything.
I'm sorry, Jesus, please. But I was thinking maybe it's her, because then I haven't heard anything in like the next like few weeks, and like it ended up being like my great grandma, who was like, she was like 90. She was up there.
That's a long time.
And she had just had her birthday, and she was the one to like end up passing. But she like died. Was it on her birthday or the day after? She waited for her birthday. But like I was like, dude, what the fuck? Like I literally like felt that coming, but I didn't know who it was gonna be.
So your mom's powers has passed on to you. You just need to know how to control it, and you know, find that vision to where you can foresee the future.
I like to say a generational curse. But yes. So shit like that has happened.
That's crazy.
That's crazy
though.
I mean, do you have anything to tell us?
I don't got any powers. I'm powerless.
Come on, you're Mario.
That's a small one.
Mario, you gotta make things bigger.
No, you know.
I make things grow, and I have a flower that spits out fire. You know?
Okay, I guess that makes sense. Okay.
But that's all I got.
I can't really say anything against that, because that is what Mario does.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
That is true.
No.
It's true. True story.
No, that is true. Honestly, I loved hearing all these stories.
Yeah.
It was
Yes.
definitely
So interesting.
so interesting. Like I said, this is why we love this time of the season, because we're always able to kind of speak on spooky stuff. Like I feel like this is a lot of stuff most people keep locked away.
Right.
They don't speak on. But this is the season to do it.
Right.
This is the year to do it. Like honestly,
and it's so dope seeing like different perspectives and different experiences too as well. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. And like I said, like I know you had told us previously on the last podcast you had some of your weird experiences. So I'm glad you were able to kind of share those with us and stuff like that. And like I said, I mean, for me, I always touch on whatever weird experiences I have. We know whatever I can, but I do have a lot more. And if you guys are just listening to the podcast, those will kind of be spread out, because, you know, I don't want to waste everything on one episode. I do have quite a few. And now that you guys slowly brought up, like, some of the other things I've talked about, I forgot about those things.
So there might be more.
Yeah, there is quite a bit more. So I'm
tuned.
gonna have to talk about those on the next episode. But like I said, guys, thank you again for joining us. Rachel, Chell, thank you again. And you know, like I said, it was great having you guys here. And, you know, I was glad we were able to all watch Nuke's Top 5 and kind of react to it, to see our experiences and stuff like that. So, hey, spooky season, we're going to be doing this probably every year. We're going to be doing this every year. Yeah, this is dope. So,
great.
Not probably, we will.
No, we will. We will definitely be doing this
excited.
every year. So we're gonna have to bring you back again for another spooky season, you know, podcast and stuff like that. And maybe we're gonna do a lot more of these instead of like, because right now we have 4 guys. We have 4.
We have 4
planned out this year, but we might have to do a few
let us
more.
know down in the comments.
Yeah, let us know if you
Something
guys
we're
let us know if you guys are enjoying these episodes, because we love doing this. Like this is a little bit different outside of what we would typically do, but the fact that we love a lot of spooky stuff, I think it's only right we talk about it, because there are a lot of people out there that love spooky season.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know, so
Mm-hmm.
we're gonna have to bring this back again 2023, guys. And like I said, thank you again, Chell, for
Thank you, guys.
being here with
Yes,
us
sir.
and
Thank
talking on your
you.
experiences and stuff. We're excited. All of us are going to HHN tonight, guys.
Yes,
So
sir.
it's gonna be a fun little party moment for all of us to
Yes,
sir.
party for.
So this is the best way to like warm up for
It is.
HSN.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I wish we could bring you guys with us, but if you guys didn't know, if you don't mind me mentioning
ahead,
this,
go ahead. I already knew.
if you don't mind us
Yes,
mentioning
go.
this on our podcast, me and Rachel actually have started a theme park YouTube channel. It's called The Enchanted Explorers. We've done it for quite a bit, and we will actually be bringing you guys live
Yes.
on HHN.
Yes, sir.
So John will be there,
Let's
Chell will be
go.
there, all of our other friends will be on the live. So
gonna be
It's
crazy.
gonna be crazy. So
Oh
if you
my
guys
gosh.
want to check out our live stream at HHN, which is Universal Studios Halloween Horror Nights,
Yeah.
go check out our YouTube channel. It's Enchanted Explorers. We will link it in the description box below.
I mean, by the time this episode comes out, the live
It
stream
already aired.
yeah.
It already
Yes.
aired. But
Yeah.
you know, I hope you guys a lot of people haven't been able to experience HHN.
Right.
And that's what me and Rachel want to bring to our channel
Exactly.
is, a lot of people that can't come to HHN, we want them to experience it real life
Yeah.
at
And they got some dope giveaways too.
yeah, we got some
Oh
dope
my gosh, we
giveaways,
have
guys.
giveaways coming out.
Yeah, we got some dope
Yes.
giveaways. So, like I said, if you guys are definitely theme park lovers like me and Rachel, please check out our YouTube channel. It's Enchanted Explorers. Everything will be in the description box
Yes, sir.
below. John is actually on our streams quite a bit, and a lot of
Yes, sir.
people
I
are
know.
starting to know John.
Yes.
So
Hey.
it's
He knows
crazy.
him.
Once you got a big one, everyone knows.
No,
Word spreads.
It's not that,
Yeah,
guys.
yeah.
But no, like I said, John is also going to be on our streams quite a bit as well. So
Right.
definitely check out our YouTube channel. But guys, thank you again for being on our YouTube channel
Yes, sir.
on these
Thank
episodes.
you.
Really
Thank
fun
you.
episode.
Magnificent and
Ma-
cow. Yes.
And cow.
Magnificent
Yes.
cow.
Yes.
And
And
cow.
Mario and
Dynamic
Luigi.
Yes,
duo.
and Mario and Luigi.
Let's go.
Yes, let's go. Let's go. All right, guys. But yeah, we hope you enjoyed this Halloween special episode, guys. And if you're not subscribed to our YouTube channel yet, it's Artistry Drop. If you're not following us on Instagram, you can find us at the Artistry Drop. And if you prefer just listening, you can stream all episodes on all our major podcast platforms.
Yes, sir.
And we'll see you guys on the next one.
Peace.
Peace.